Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
Ooh, whoop.
Here we are.
All right.
Oh, whoa.
Lovely.
He always makes that face,
Sorry.
and then he always says a woo.
Yeah, like don't
So-
act like you're better than us
Like,
just
no,
because you
no.
are.
Better than us.
Woo.
No woe. No woe.
Look, it's
So-
his birthday, and if he
It's his
doesn't want to
birthday.
say ooh woo, he doesn't have to.
You're right. It is his
All right,
boo
but
birthday.
next week you have to.
Well, today, I'd like to welcome you all to episode 4, season 3 of Quest of Soaring City. And before I forget, and 25 minutes pass, I need to congratulate Nunu on being another revolution older. Happy birthday. I will spare
Thank
you the
you.
bad, unsynchronized birthday singing.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, please no.
Just imagine it in your mind. Imagine how bad it would be if we tried to do that.
I would
That's your
invite you
gift.
all at home to sing the happy birthday song like together, like whoever you're with. Just don't explain it. Just start singing. See if they join in. See what happens.
No, not here.
Report back. Let us know.
Yeah, just let us know how it goes.
That would be great.
Send your tweets to @NoInitiative.
Yeah, just no. Yeah. Tweet at JanieNewText.
Leave a reply video down below.
Oh gosh.
Anyway,
So,
games.
Hello, welcome everyone.
games. I mean, I guess.
Games, I guess.
To be honest, our banter at the beginning is one of the highlights of my week. So, we are getting back to our little story, having a good time. It was like there was a bit of a split up in the group, right? If I'm remembering correctly.
No, we would never
Yeah, it was
split the
fine.
party. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Yeah, it was the Doctor and Ro in the very important sixth member of the party, Everit, had gone
Mhm.
off
Nah.
to meet up with Ro's old wolf pack.
We
and
would
there was an
never
old friend
bring
there.
Everett anywhere. That's dangerous. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that didn't
Sounds
happen
I mean,
in the episode before.
we
either.
bring him
True.
places.
Children.
Yeah, we bring him places. We not always knowing
By our
that we are
volition.
bringing him places.
Yeah.
He goes places.
And then Lena and Zayke and Faris were still party side. I'm sure Nat didn't plan anything in intervening time to make that dangerous or a problem.
No,
No.
we're just the party kids. Party
It's
kids.
just a party,
stay in the
yeah, party
we're just
kids.
gonna have a
Party
good
kids.
time at
With
the
a
party.
Z. Party kids.
Of course, with a Z.
Yep.
They're gonna dance to some
Where's there a
banging
Z in
90s
party?
tunes.
Yep. I'm just gonna skate away on my heelys.
Oh
It's like
wow.
party kids. Everything's fine. Everything's fine at the party.
All right.
That's what I remember. Seems to
Yeah,
Matt is
be
not-
going
Matt is
quite
not
well.
nothing bad
convinced.
happened at the party.
I seem to recall it
Oh.
going quite well.
So what else did happen at the party? You know, if I asked you to be specific about the good times.
So it went like this. Mad younger sister, and then so Faris' sister. She doesn't like Faris
Naima.
anymore, apparently. Who knows? And then it went. We found Alika's ex, which is very exciting. And Zayke and Alika's ex hit it off quite well. And then Lena joined, and then the ex decided to annoy Alika and Faris as they was talking about said mad sister. And then Lena and Zayke decided to save Faris from that embarrassing situation. And
They're very good friends because
Yeah.
we're all good friends here.
It was great.
and that's what you do.
so, in general, I think all of this story can be summarized by #PartyKids.
Party kids.
Also, the doctor fell in love
kids.
with a cute girl who worked at the coat check who we'll
Cool.
never see again.
we'll never see again, and we'll go on to be Captain Marvel.
I don't remember.
The doctor talked to Felden DeVille in the coat check line, and there was no love happening.
No.
You don't know that.
Yeah, we also
Don't
met
die,
that
though.
Mordecai.
Don't
Also met
die,
that
though.
Mordecai dude, and he was a prick.
Oh
He was
yeah,
a big prick. That's important.
smirking
And,
as Faris ran
Lena
outside to
doesn't-
go talk to Naima.
Lena doesn't
Right.
like most people. She super doesn't like this guy.
Oh, and Nephany asked Zayke and Lena to do a light treason
Just a
on
light
the Mara.
treason.
Oh yeah,
Just
that
a
happened.
touch of treason.
A touch.
Lena seems to think it's a good idea.
As a
And by
treat.
seems to think, I mean Lena thinks it's a good idea.
Yeah. And because Lena thinks it's a good idea, Zayke reluctantly said, "Fine."
Jake seemed kind of into it to me at the time, but
Love
It
will
was
do
interested
that to
in the
you.
story, but then once they realized that it involved going into I don't know, a foreign place and overthrowing whoever rules.
Oh, like
you,
we haven't done that already.
Yeah, have
like,
we not?
kind
we
of
didn't just
repetitive
do
for us,
that.
honestly.
I feel like
I feel like it's overdone at this point
Look,
for this
the
party.
party
and maybe we should
kids
just
don't
ignore it.
repeat adventures.
I
They just
feel-
do
That's true.
one
Yeah, we don't
adventure.
want the content to get stale.
Stale. Yeah, exactly.
I have now, just because of this, noticed that our end of seasons both times have been us with foreigners and attacking our city.
And we're just like, this gives us like complete justification to just slaughter these people. Like, it's
Party
fine.
kids.
I'm
We're just gonna cruise around the party on our Heelys. That's what we're gonna do now.
Faris is
What's
light
that
up as well, because
So
obviously.
sorry, Nat. I'm so sorry. But at the same
Because
time, I love you.
Solari magic
I'm not.
goes into the Heelys.
Yeah. Can Lena build some Heelys for Faris?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Lena will build
Those
Faris
look
some
like
Heelys.
little sons.
How much
That'd be
more
amazing.
efficient at your Vanguard shit would you be if you had Heelys?
Yeah.
Just like how
This
quick
is
would
worth
you
spending taxpayer money on, honestly, I think.
Oh, I'll do that. I will make these pro bono.
That scene in the first episode of like Faris breaking up a kid fight would have gone so differently if she had just lead up to us.
Yes.
Get up.
How do you do,
I'm now
fellow
imagining it
kids?
as,
Please
like-
stop fighting.
I'm now imagining it as like one of those PSAs you'd see at the end of like an episode of Transformers in the 80s where it's
Oh
like, hey
my
kids,
God.
don't graffiti! That's bad!
Oh my.
Just cruise up on your Heelys and sit backwards on a chair. You're like, so you wanted to have a fight.
I would like
I've
to
lost
inform everyone
control.
that we haven't started playing yet, and here we are.
I have lost
Um,
control.
Apparently, we're really on our bullshit tonight. Apologies.
I'm not sorry.
So sorry.
Apologies from everyone but Izza.
Yeah, apologies from most
The majority of no
from
initiative.
5/6 of no initiative apologizes to you, the viewers.
Nat,
Am I allowed to get
please,
started yet?
Go on.
All right.
We're never getting AP again.
It's what we
That's gonna
deserve,
drop
Alright.
another
honestly.
meteor
I've
on
changed the
city, but this
episode
time it'll
name.
Kill everyone.
God, no, Robert, don't enable this shit.
Or do. Your choice. It's a free country. It's a free floating city.
Alright.
It's a free floating city.
I think
Now,
by every
thanks to
definition,
us,
is the city
The
state.
heroes.
Yeah, yeah.
So, we're going to pick up on Ro and Everett and the Doctor, or what is better described as Giant Albatross, Doctor, and Spy Kid, going down to meet a sentient bear.
Spy Kids.
You're meeting your old pack, and also there is a Lash, sentient bear friend.
Good ol' Lash.
Who waves up and puts out a good agree.
Caca! Because I'm still an albatross.
Yes.
But I'll head down to land, just telepathically letting Everett and the Doctor know, hey, that's my pack down there, and that's my friend Lash. I can't wait for you to meet her. She was my best and my only friend before I came to the city. You're gonna love her so much.
I believe I will. Your friend and family.
Is Ro going to D-bird or just stay bird?
I'll D-bird when I land and rush over to give Lash a big hug.
Lash will give a very careful bear hug back.
Ah, nice. I missed you so much. I didn't think I would see you again, like, ever, but it was really nice to see you so soon, too. What's going on? Are you okay? I guess, what happened? Hi, these are my friends. This is my new pack, and I just gesture broadly.
So Lash speaks a little bit on the slower end, and she keeps trying to start, and Ro just... eventually the response is Lash will pick up Ro by the shoulders and just look them dead in the face and go, "It is so lovely to see you again."
It feels
Now-
nice and warm, even though it's nighttime, like the sun is out.
And then she turns you and holds you against her chest, so you are looking at your friends. And so now, introduce me to your friends.
Oh, okay. Lash, this is, Dr. Fallon Denor. We just call him Dr. mostly. And this is my friend Everett.
It's
This
very
is
nice to
Lash.
meet you.
Everett does like the peek around behind the doctor, like, this is a bear.
I'm also still dressed for the party, so Lash is holding me in this, like, big gown with my little gold-footed slippers, just gently kicking, like, having fun, free hanging, while she holds me up.
Excellent. She will put you down and hold out a, paw, a very large paw, to the doctor.
Reach in. Give as weird of a shake as I would assume it is.
Look, shaking a bear's hand isn't exactly a super smooth operation, but it works.
Oh, just okay. There we go. Okay, yeah.
I trust you've taken care of our little Ro.
Yeah, as best as we could. There's one little thing, but don't need to worry about it.
You've never seen a bear look so disappointed. Just, what did you do?
Well, okay, to be fair, it is not what we did, it is what they did. But...
So the fun fact, this bear has an axe, like a woodsman's axe, and just starts pawing the axe lightly.
Okay, so we found out who Ro's family used to be, their parents, and apparently there is some kind of crystal that their bloodline, I guess, works with, and so it's kind of, if you look right over there, it's kind of now become embedded in their chest.
Just kind of like turn the fabric so she can look at the stone, assuming Ro will let her.
Ro's looking very abashed and is just sort of scuffing the ground with their fancy shoes, but will, because they know they messed up, and they'll show Lash the stone. Very much in that, like, little kid who's like, I'm showing the lamp that I broke, that I hid under the couch, that I didn't think anyone would ever figure out.
Ever. Seems we've come at the right time.
There's also one more thing.
There is?
Have you ever heard of the Gasping Shadow before?
Oh, yeah.
That's a really good bear, honestly. That sounds like a Kodiak.
Look, there is one thing I can do.
I was like, but I'm fine, it's okay.
Yeah, I am one of the... Well, I'm the only one I know of, but I assume somebody else has figured it out before, too. But one of the only doctors in the world that can keep it at bay. So, at least right now, Ro is fine, and I have figured out how to cure it. I just need the rest of the ingredients.
Can you remind me how tall the doctor is?
6'7", just over 2 meters.
Okay. So this bear is still like, a bear head taller than you. It's a bear on its hind legs. And just Lash puts a big heavy paw on your shoulder and lets all the weight just into that and goes,
Oh, it's a good thing I've been working out.
you need to make sure you're taking care of them then.
I will. Promise.
And then Lash softens a little bit and gets down on her knees and kind of curls down on her belly and lays down. And the wolves, who have been quiet because they don't speak human, start to circle in and kind of make a giant furry cuddle puddle with like a spot for Ro in the center.
I'm gonna move forward, and as I move forward, it just melds down into my wolf form so that I match with all of them. And then Ro cuddles with everybody. And there's just like a lot of happy wolf sounds.
Everett just like holds the doctor's leg, like, what do I do?
It's going to be all right, Everett. They seem to be very, nice. It's going to be fine. Why are you so scared? You literally shot a gun at a dragon.
Yeah, but now it's a weird, like, pseudo-social situation that I don't know what to do in. Do I just stand here awkwardly while they just cuddle? What do we do?
Well, that is true. This is a little bit awkward. Maybe we find... There's a rock over there. Maybe we just go sit on it and talk while they do their thing.
And Everett does his dash off that he likes to do.
If you need us, we'll be over here.
So what is the doctor going to do? Just hang out awkwardly like Everett didn't want to?
No, actually, since we're in a new place, the doctor's gonna kind of just take in the area and see if there's anything interesting around.
So this is a mild bluff. It has a nice view of what would have been the lake, but it's currently most of Valerith, all lit up tonight. You also, with a cursory glance around, note that there were clouds gathering. But they seem to be like being held back at a bit of a distance.
So, like, abnormally gathering?
Oh, yeah. They're starting to form a ring. I think the doctor would probably think that they used some magic to keep it from raining. So it's possible that that is all that's keeping these clouds away at this point.
Because of
fancy party. So with Ro all snuggled in, Lash go. All right, little one. Do you remember what we told you about when we found you?
Yeah, I mean, I remember how, you said that you found me in the wagon that, you took me back to, and that was where we found that, that gross knife, with the seal on it, and that's how I found my pack, in my first pack in that city. We found them there, kind of.
Most of that story is true.
What's not? What's different?
We knew where to look for you. We had communed with someone. my understanding is that they did not believe that you would be safe among society of the humans anywhere. We call them the Moon Sage. They told us where to find you and why. I think it's time that you investigate deeper on that mystery. You've learned of your first pack. Now go farther back.
Okay, but why? I mean, how did you know about this Moon Sage person? And where do I go to find them?
They say that they walk below the new moon. That is when they came to us. They had struck a deal.
A deal? For what?
To protect you.
Oh, why?
Because you, Starfall,
How'd you know?
are more important than we may have let on.
Well, I think that's silly.
Well, only one way to find out, isn't there?
I guess. Okay. But is that why you came here to find me? Or I guess you were finding me, I don't know. Did you know where the city was?
Yes, we came to find you. One of your companions, Poppy,
Ah!
sent a message down along the trees to us. I think he knows a little more. If you could investigate there too.
Oh. Well, Poppy does know a lot of things about a lot of stuff.
I'm sorry I can't offer you more answers, only more questions. But I think at this point you're old enough and strong enough to seek those answers yourself.
It's okay, Lash. And Ro kind of straightens up when she says that about them. Be like, it's okay, you have done a lot of things to help me, and I have my new pack to help me even more now, so I'll be able to find all of these answers, I guess. But answers are hard. I don't like who my first pack was.
I had worried as much.
What if whatever the Moon Sage says is even worse?
Well, would you rather know the truth and be unhappy with it? Or never open the box?
I don't know. I guess, at least if I know things, I can help keep everybody else safer if I know more.
Now, we'll be here a time longer. Settle in. Tell us. Regale us with your new life upon this flying city.
Oh, there's so much. Look,
There's
look,
so
look.
much to catch up on.
I'll puff back from the wolf form into row form, and I like spin around. Like, look, I'm all fancy. I went to a party last. I was at a party, and I had a birthday, and there are these things called donuts.
And the camera just kind of pans up and away as Rose starts to gush about their new life.
No.
Meanwhile, back on the city proper. Now, I said it was in two groups with Zayke and Lena and Faris, but really that was like new.
Party kids.
Party kids! Party kids!
It's starting to get late, and things are winding down. Lots of people are leaving, and it's gotten to the point in the night where the band is playing like those really soulful, slow songs just back to
Love
back as the energy winds down.
Love it. You'll love to see it.
Oh yeah, it's like 1 a.m. Time has passed. But the real question, let's get one thing out of the way first. Zayke and Lena, you have anything else you wanted to get done today, or is it just go home, be cute, and sleep?
Oh my God.
Probably that.
Yeah?
Sounds good.
Lena's had a day. It's a lot of work. Make sure all these people clean up nice.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I
All
didn't
right.
have any further thoughts. Just some dancey, some cutesy.
All right, so that's happening. We're going to take the perspective of Faris and Alika, who had just recently evaded a verbal assault from, that's a very pointed way to put it, from some girl who likes the moon. Maybe the moon likes her, not sure.
Yeah. I mean, if this is literally like moments after that, like Alika dragging Faris out while Zayke and Lena do the greatest distraction of all time.
Yeah.
As soon as they're sort of out of earshot, Faris just kind of tries to like tighten her grip on Alika's hand to stop her. And in just like a really quiet voice, making sure they're away from anyone, is just like, what is she doing here?
We got separated at one point, and we never quite... Can we talk about this another time?
Sure, fine. Just... Fine. Just her name was in the dossier I mentioned. In a very different context.
Oh, God, what did it say there? And she like starts pulling you farther away from everyone.
Yeah. She's made sure they're like not near anyone.
Yeah.
That you kidnapped someone by that name?
God, fuck the Empire. I didn't kidnap her. We ran away together.
Yeah, I figured that wasn't true.
It just didn't. We stayed in Niergath for a couple of years, and then through one of the ravages, I got taken by Valerith, and life happened again.
Do you still...
No. Faris.
Okay.
And somewhere, so here's the thing is, there's another sound. One that Faris is probably somewhat familiar with at this point.
Oh no.
You hear someone invoking a spell. And like, magic has patterns. It's not just like, wibbly wobbly magic and it's different every time. You start to hear certain syllables and it kind of sets that you haven't quite processed it, but that's not like a kind of spell. That's not someone cleaning up a mess. That's a problem.
Can I look around and see if I can see who might be doing this? Or do I recognize the spell that's being cast?
So, how about this? Why don't you roll the die? See what you can perceive about the spell.
12.
It's a mixed success. So it's some sort of magic of undoing.
Okay. And can I see anyone casting or anything?
As you wheel around, unless you want to be subtle about it. See, you've kind of darted into an alleyway of this outdoor area. And opposite is a cloaked figure, like ridiculously deep cowl. Like, that person does not want to be perceived. In just a moment, there's maybe some familiarity there, but you're having trouble placing it.
Sorry, repeat the last thing?
There's maybe a little bit of familiarity there, but you're having trouble exactly placing who.
Okay. Would I have time to try and cast Befizzle on them to stop them from casting whatever it is they're casting?
You can try.
I think Befizzle just works, but I don't know if you want to do some kind of like test to see if I can cast it in time kind of thing.
Yeah. So normally Befizzle just works, but you're trying to do something particular, interrupt someone already doing a thing. Yeah. So I'm going to say roll the die for that.
Okay. 9.
All right. So they get part of their spell off. They start to widen their hands, and this kind of shockwave of like white energy goes out. And then you invoke your spell, and the magic between their hands stops, but part of the wave that had already been going rushes out. And then you hear a curse, and they start to dart away. They start to. Do you want to give chase?
Oh yeah, so the way this went down in my head is Faris, like, detects the magic being cast, instinctively sort of like puts an arm in front of Alika, puts herself between Alika and this person, and casts the Befizzle. So if this person starts running the opposite direction, she's just gonna take off after them.
Sure. You hear a peal of thunder as you're running after them.
Okay.
All right. Alika is going to call after you and say, "Stay safe."
I will.
And that's going to give you an action, because that's what Alika does. So go again. You can get to this person at this point and do something.
Okay, yeah. In that case, she is going to run right up to them and just try and kind of tackle them and take them down without, aiming to really hurt them that much. She wants to talk to them.
Sure. That seems great. As you're running up, there's a familiar beard under there.
Beard.
Matched up with the height, and there's this has this salt and pepperiness to it. Is that Zayke's brother?
Yeah. She's still gonna tackle him.
I mean, as you do. As you do.
She kind of like grabs him from behind, like by the shoulder, and I think maybe like slams him into a nearby wall. Just like incapacitating him. 19. So that's
yeah,
triumph.
Great. Slams. Can you not make such a deal out of this?
What were you doing?
He looks up towards the sky as another clap of thunder, and it starts to just pour.
You sneak up on me in an alleyway and cast a spell. I'm going to fucking chase after you. What are you doing?
What were you doing off in a side alley being all shady? No one was supposed to be around here.
I was just having a private conversation. It's not
I
shady,
was
is
having
it?
a private spell cast.
What are you doing? I find it difficult to believe you're just here to, I don't know, what, ruin the party with rain?
Hate to burst your bubble, but that was exactly the assignment here.
Tell me the truth. And she casts Compel Truth.
Ooh,
which
that's
I think
fun.
I have to roll for. It's been a while since I used it. Yeah, I roll. That is a 13. So the target is compelled to answer 3 questions truthfully.
All right.
She did just say tell the truth. I don't know if that counts as like in relevance to the question she asked earlier.
I mean, we know what the meaning was.
Yeah.
Tell the truth about that.
Yeah.
Rain cover can make other actions harder to perceive.
What other actions are you trying to cover up?
He kind of curses a little bit.
Eyes
trying
just
to
faintly
transport
glowing.
a package through the area. No one was going to get hurt.
One question left.
If you hesitate, he's going to try to make a move.
Oh, no, she says she's got him pinned.
Oh, yeah, but he got to move.
What's the package?
It's a letter.
Be specific, please.
It's a letter for, and he's going to stab you with the triumph and poison you to fall unconscious.
Okay. Guessing I can't counterattack that one.
Not on a triumph. As he slices the dagger very deftly along. You're wearing a dress, not armor. It's so much easier than normal to describe. Like inside on your side.
Yeah.
Very shallow slit. Barely even hurts, but is enough to administer the poison.
Okay, I guess Faris just
And
her
as
grip loosens
Faris-
on him and she drops.
Yeah. As Faris is losing conscience, he looks down and says, "A letter for you and your sister." Clap of thunder. Scene ends.
Excuse me.
So, Lena and Zayke, you're just like having a good time, and they got this outdoor dance floor, and then the crowd start to rumble, and there's like this moment as like a lot of the staff operating the event kind of look at each other and go, "Oh shit," and they start frantically packing up everything that rain will ruin. Which includes most of the instruments.
Yep. Okay. Okay, that sucks. It's like,
I guess it's over
time to.
then.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way. Did you see where Faris went? Do you think she's coming home? Should we all walk back together?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't really see where she went. I was too busy trying to entertain the crazy ex-girlfriend. Anyway,
Who doesn't have one of those?
Well, I don't.
Oh, yeah, of course not. Yes, that was just
Wait, what?
hyperbole.
Kidding.
Right, where's
sure.
Faris? Can I?
I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't wait. I mean, it seems like it's gonna rain. We should just leave, no?
Yeah,
With the
that's
peal of thunder,
probably...
the rain just pours. It's the style where it's like 8 seconds pass and you feel like you fell in a puddle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why must I always be right?
It's a curse, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like none of this should be getting wet.
Yeah.
It's like
Zayke will just take Lena by the hand and rush towards the first available, like, I guess, side of building that grants
cover.
some sort of cover. Yeah.
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 Should we wait? Should we? I mean, we don't want to get that rude.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we can try to wait it out, I guess.
Just silent cut to Faris unconscious in an alleyway, getting rain poured all over her outfit.
F to that dress.
Back to Lena and Zayke.
I'm so sad. Oh my goodness.
I don't really see Alika nor Faris. Maybe they went on ahead. I don't know. They didn't seem too keen on staying at the party.
Yeah, I think I saw them leave a few minutes ago, but I figured they just needed to talk about things.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, having Ro around would be useful. We could see where Faris was. Well, anyway.
Let me, it's like I use these all the time and I don't. Oh, I don't have anything on me.
So at this
at a
point
freaking
was
party.
like the main opera house like lobby is where everyone is kind of congregated. So it's suddenly like all the people that are left are all in one still large place, but all in one spot.
Yeah.
You still don't see Faris or Alika, and you see Garrus flitting around with his vibrant red hair. He's very easy to see, apologizing to basically everyone.
Didn't know he could control the weather. Are there? I'm like, and of course I wasn't supposed to ring because I'm just like, are there umbrellas? But it's not like we were
cast
expecting...
a spell to make it not rain.
That's right. Oh, God. I think it's like, I don't know. I'm sure they're. Do we see like Alika at all? We don't see either of them.
Nope.
It's like I'm sure they're fine, but none of us have a very good track record of just not being around, you know? So I think we should, it's fine. Everything will, it dries, it'll be fine. But I think we should go out and try to find them.
Okay, well, I know better than to question your instincts.
So I'm going to do this neat little trick where you can like turn a skirt into pants by like pulling it through the front and like wrap. So I'm going to just like wrap up the giant train of this fancy dress into pants.
You were ready.
I'm always ready, baby. Who are you talking to? So I'm going to like tie it up into pants. Just so it's easier to move quickly.
Zayke will unclasp the cloak/dressy part of his outfit and wrap it around Lena, so at least some of the dress is saved, and he's just wearing the formal button-up suit. At least we can try to salvage it. All right.
Yeah.
Let's split.
Yep, let's go.
All right.
If you don't find anything, meet you in 5.
Yeah.
So the two of you are dashing out. brief cut over to Ro and the Doctor and Everett when your cuddle puddle story time got interrupted by this horrible storm.
How dare you?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I made the cute and then I destroyed the cute. Sam, we can't hear you.
Oh, there we go. Better.
There we go.
I was just saying wolves
yes.
don't care.
Wolves don't care. However, Lash will suggest you go back home into shelter because you've moved beyond cuddling in the rain with the wolf pack.
Okay, I guess we can head back. Are you going back to Grimrot then? You just came here to tell me that stuff?
Yes. We'll be around for a couple days longer, but Grimrot is just where we dwelled. Our home is the pack.
Okay. Well, I'll try to come and visit again before you or the city gets too far. I know I have this new pack, but I still miss you and everybody else.
We miss you.
I go give Lash a big hug and just snuggle my face into her fur.
Big hug. When Everett's like, Fallen, it's wet. Can we go home?
When they're done, we have to find out why they were calling them all here. Bro, what's the reason we all came here?
Oh, I have to go find a moon sage. I start squishing back over to the Doctor and Everett in the mud.
I got given a quest.
I got a quest.
Oh.
Getting mud all over my very fancy skirts, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
How much does this quest pay? I hope to get some items.
How many experience points do you get?
Experience? You know, I know we're called
What?
No Initiative. We should probably be called No EXP,
Experience.
to be honest.
No XP.
So we have to find a moon sage. Okay.
Yes. They travel around under new moons, but I don't know what the moon is like. And I look up at the clouds.
It is very cloudy now and rainy. It is very dark. I will mention that last session I mentioned it was a full moon.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was an aesthetic detail.
I think if anyone would remember that it was a full moon, it would be Ro.
Probably.
Yeah.
Hey, it's good light.
Wolfchild.
Not good light anymore.
Not right now, but normally.
No, you are stuck in a lightless deluge.
Oh, I see what you did there.
It's not that clever.
Roll credits.
As the three of you start to head back, you don't need to bird back. You could walk to the base and hail a gondola if you wanted. Lash will just
gondola.
wave.
Goodbye. Nice to meet you.
Rose giving.
Lash
waves.
does like a with two claws to the Doctor.
Thank you for coming with me.
Of course. I'm glad it was nothing more serious.
I think it's still gotta be something important for them to have come all the way here.
Oh, of course. I just meant none of your pack was injured.
Oh yeah, I'm really happy about that too, because Grimrod is kind of a messed up place, although I guess so is the city. Like, whoa.
Yeah. Our city can be messed up as you say. At times.
Yeah, people are mean.
For certain. One day they are calling you heroes in the paper, which I completely disagree with, and the next one they are saying that Faris is the reason for all the bad things. And
Ugh, I know, stupid Mark. I just, like, kick the side of the gondola.
well,
All right, we're gonna
see what happens.
Oh,
No, that was the end of it.
we're gonna hop up to Faris getting awoken by Alika. You hear the sound of boots stomping through the rain-choked streets. Everything is wet.
Mm-hmm.
Just absolutely. But you have this lovely shot backed by lightning of Alika shaking you awake.
That's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Faris is just like dazed and out of it, and is just kind of like staring around in confusion for a moment.
Yeah, I think she'll kiss you.
Oh.
Just nothing dramatic. Just a little like, thank God you're okay, asleep,
That's
not
how
dead.
you wake. That's how you wake princesses up when they fall asleep.
It is.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, what was that? Oh, now I remember. I'm okay, don't worry. I'm fine.
All right. And she's gonna help you up. And stomping around the corner is Lena and Zayke.
Oh God. Are you okay?
Suddenly realizes she had a dagger in her side a moment ago. Just places a hand over the wound to stem it. Zayke, was your brother always a dick?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Why?
He just stabbed me
You.
and made this
What?
happen.
What?
I'm gonna like rush over to Faris and like move her hand out of the way.
It's
And look at
stemming
it,
the
like-
bleeding.
No, there's
Very little
poison
bleeding.
in there.
He's very good.
There's. I don't have anything on me. 'Cause of the stupid party. Are you okay? There's poison in there.
I'm just a bit dazed. I'm fine. I don't think he meant to kill me. Just wanted me unconscious so he could run away.
What did he want?
Yeah. Why is he here?
Well, he
Just to make it
caused
rain?
this. I tried to stop him. He cast a spell to make it rain. Said it was covering up for the delivery of a package for me and my sister. She says quite quietly, so it's just like Alika and Lena and Zayke can hear her.
Why didn't he hand you
Did
the
he
package?
give you something?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Look around for a package.
We should go find your sister.
Yeah. I don't actually know where she went. Shit. Yeah, I need to find her.
I'm not sure what's going on with sister or no sister, but
Oh, that's right. You weren't there.
is that what you were doing in an alleyway while I was chatting up to?
Yeah, Faris's sister. I'll fill you in later, but Faris's sister is here.
Sure.
Is the long and short.
Right.
Yeah. But yes, that's where I was. Anyway, it's also very wet out here, so we should go somewhere that is not outside.
Yeah, I mean the dress is already ruined, so whatever. I
But-
need to find Naima.
Where would she go? Do you know?
I told her to go to an inn. Lena gave her some money so she could go
gave her some
somewhere that
money.
wasn't shit.
So narrows it down a bit.
I mean,
But
you can try and make a sweep of the ones that are closest.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What's nearby? I'm assuming that Faris might know.
Everyone looks at Alika.
Yeah.
Alika, please.
Well, this was so before the revolution, this was like the royal quarter. So there's not exactly a bunch of free housing for travelers
she had money.
right near here.
It seems like she had money.
Oh, I meant like available as in free, not as in like
Oh,
not
oh,
uncosting.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
just used to
So
speak of money.
Probably have to go a little far, and that leaves approximately the entire outer ring of the city.
That is the worst thing you could have said.
Why is this place so big? Does it need to be so big?
Did you set up to meet up with her at another time?
But what if the package is something?
He said it was a letter.
Well, then why didn't he just give it to you?
I don't know.
He just stabbed? What kind of messenger is he? He just stabs you when he's like, I can give you a letter. Stab.
Doesn't know how to interact with people.
I mean, I don't know how to interact with people, but I don't stab at people. I don't stab them when I'm supposed to give them letters.
Well, maybe now you can realize that you're not as bad as you think.
He said that he was supposed to make it rain to cover up for the delivery of the letter. I don't understand what that means. Why didn't he just...
Who the fuck does that? The rain will ruin the letter. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't think the letter is, like, here. I think it's been sent somewhere else, like Crown Tower or Starfall Spire or something.
Well, then we could just go home. I don't know. This is your closest genetic relative we're talking about. You should understand somewhat how he thinks the way that he thinks.
It sounded like he was working for someone else.
He's only half genetic related to me. Okay? So there's something there. And secondly,
I'm slightly concerned that your brother has been sent to, like, hurt my sister, so...
Half-brother. Let's get this straight first. Half-brother.
Okay.
Thank you.
The same half-brother that almost came and killed you and dumped his kid on us, so... Definitely not the greatest. Let's just go home for now, and we can figure out where Naima might be, and maybe we can, like, check the Fantasy Yellow pages for all of the inns around here. We can, like, divide and conquer. Oh my god, I'm making a plan. I need to go lie down.
Continue. No, please continue.
Keep going, it's good. It's good. My head is still very cloudy.
Make, like, a list of the places and split up to go check them.
Let's do that.
Oh. I need to lie down.
Faris, maybe you can go to Crown Tower, see if there's a letter for you there waiting. Sure. Meanwhile, me and Lena and I will go back home, see if there's something there. Alika, while we're doing this, could you run up a list of all the closest inns? Perhaps we can check that as a last resort.
Yeah, do you remember what direction she went off in? That could help narrow it down.
Yeah,
She asked that of Faris.
Yeah. Faris will... I don't know. Izza doesn't know, so Faris will just relay to her, like, where she saw Naima, like, what street they were in and what direction she walked off in. Because it wasn't it wasn't here, it was somewhere else near the party.
Right.
All right. Any information you find, just go back home. We'll make that the center of operations.
Sure.
Good. See you soon.
Yeah, thanks.
After Lena and Zayke ditch, Alika will turn to Faris now. She's been taking care of herself for a long time. She'll be okay.
It's not her I'm worried about. It's what other people are capable of doing. Yeah. Anyway, let's go to the Crown Tower.
All right. By the time Lena and Zayke make their way back to Crown Tower, the Doctor and Ro and Everett are back there as well. They arrive about the same time. The rain is continual and torrential. Seems to be lightening up slightly.
You're back.
Yeah. It appears that Rose pack is fine. They just wanted to tell them something, I guess.
Oh, that's good. Good to know. It started to rain, so the party ended. Zayke's brother stabbed Faris.
What?
Excuse me, what?
Where is he?
I mean, there wasn't
Half-brother.
any subtext there. That was literally what happened.
Half brother, but
Sorry,
sure.
half brother.
Is everyone okay?
Where's Faris? I could.
Faris and Alika went to Crown Tower.
She didn't seem too damaged.
She didn't
honestly.
seem bothered by it. Yeah, it was. I hate to admit, it was a very precise, clean cut. So not to like injure, just to mildly poison. That's not the point.
Okay.
Apparently,
like you've done before.
Well, nobody does it quite like I do, but yes.
It's true.
So he came because he had a letter to give to her and her sister. By the way, her sister is also here. She's angry and doesn't want to talk to anybody. So we're working on that.
A lot, got it.
Yep. So we're seeing if there was a letter here or if there's a letter at Crown Tower. And if that doesn't work, we're going to go check the inns to try to figure out where her sister is staying because we don't quite know that yet.
Okay. What does her sister look like?
Like her, but small.
That is
He
valid.
has a really cool haircut.
Oh, does her sister have the tattoos?
No. It's like a smaller, dark-haired Faris with like a cool side shave haircut going on.
Okay.
She also has a really distinctive sword that might be helpful. Like
She also has a really distinctive sword that I'm now going to describe for you.
Nope, small mad Faris. That's all you get.
Nope. Yep. Small mad Faris.
All right. That is good to know. So if we go looking.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm going to quickly go change out of these very wet clothes into something that is less wet, because it. Also, Zayke's half-brother made it rain really hard. So there's that, too.
Oh, so he dispelled...
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yes, he
Whereas,
can.
like, I really gotta learn that.
Well, I think that what he did was dispel the protection that was keeping it from raining. Because you could... I looked up and I saw that the clouds were keeping away in a ringed formation, as if the city was not to be rained on.
I don't know.
Doctor.
Magic is far beyond my ken.
Whatever he did, it was very annoying and caused this. Just points at all the wet outfits. So, it doesn't matter. But let's change. If there's no letter here, then we'll wait for Alika to come by with a list. And then we can start searching.
All right. I'll look for a letter while you change.
Thank you.
As the group disperses to,
Change.
what do you call it? To change? Yeah, to get dry. There's no letter to be found. There's no letter to be found at Crown Tower after some time.
Also ask Batinga if he had one, but...
Yeah. Actually, Batinga's not in, but you can break into his bakery. They literally can't lock it from you.
He's with his girlfriend.
He also doesn't live here. Remember that part?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I forgot that he was
in the
at
bakery,
the...
right?
I forgot Batinga was at the thing, so I was like, well, he might be
Like
making sales.
Yeah. It's like the
Networking.
teachers don't just sleep in the classroom at night. They go in the little box.
They don't?
Wait.
Doesn't seem right.
Since when?
As the rain continues to pour down, it seems that at least at this juncture, that the best move is to wait.
I
And-
don't like waiting.
We are going to do similar as we're going to go to break.
Oh, early break today.
Early break.
All right. Well, then, thank you all for being here with us today as we disappear onto break. You know what? I'm just gonna make an executive decision and put the season 1 and 2 recaps on during break. So
Go for it.
in case you want a little recap again, here they are. About 11-ish minutes.
Yeah. Drink some water. Stretch your legs.
Hydrate.
Hello, I'm Nat, the guide for Quest to the Soaring City. I'm going to run you through a lightning quick recap of Season 1, the story of betrayal, loyalty, and revenge. Our heroes of Starfall Spire don't begin as heroes at all, but recently freed prisoners of the crumbling regime of the horrible Baron Kovrax. In the newly free, flying city of Valerith, they're given ownership of Starfall Spire, a new home, a new beginning. They're approached by one Arvis von Hrinth, a former butler with a sinister voice, to retrieve an important artifact the opportunist and capitalist Lord Darnell is hiding from the city. They lie their way into Darnell's vault, fight off guardian automatons, and retrieve the Iron Eye, an artifact made by the Baron himself to command the infernal machinery imbued throughout Valerith. While the party passed off the Iron Eye to Arvis and celebrated in port, Darnell discovered the theft, stole into Starfall Spire, and dognapped Tiny, the party's wolf companion, and Rose's sister. Our intrepid band declines to betray Arvis to Darnell and instead move to rescue Tiny immediately. At the worst possible moment, Zayke disappears, sequestered off into the Shadow Realm his soul is entangled within. But they do it. They go head-to-head against Darnell's metallomancy magic, blood spills, iron rends, and they escape safely, with Tiny in tow. Lena had pacified Darnell by giving him a name, Nare, who, according to Arvis, was actually the assassin who killed an Imperial noblewoman that Lena loved. The next day, Faris unknowingly finds herself working alongside Nare after being recruited by Alika Saidu, a badass revolutionary leader and future Valerith counselor. Faris and Nare save Alika's life after she gets petrified by a trap, but while Nare's friend Dart heals Alika, Darnell comes seeking the Iron Eye from Nare. Faris steps up to protect her, and in a tense standoff, Darnell backs off to avoid a scene. Meanwhile, the Doctor, Volwyn Denor, is interrogated by Arvis over a dramatic chess game, asking about his homeland of Suravane. When the Doctor wins the game, he gets one question of Arvis, and learns that a catastrophe gathers from Suravane's mountain peak. As the day draws to a close, Nare confronts Lena, demanding answers, having discovered why Darnell was after her. Lena tries to take vengeance into her own hands by murdering her on the spot, but is deftly outmaneuvered. Nare flees, having learned why Lena wanted her dead. Time passes. Our heroes get a moment to reconnect, and the Doctor gets a mission for them. The party jumps off Valerith onto a colossal mushroom to retrieve an ingredient required to remedy the Gasping Shadow, a plague that afflicts thousands, including the Doctor. Along the way, the group gets sidetracked when Zayke recklessly dives deeper seeking the Wand of Lorelei, a mysterious artifact shrouded in the same dark energy as the realm of Shattered Light where Zayke's soul is entangled. Zayke binds himself to the wand, and it, in turn, reaches inside of him, stopping his heart, keeping him alive by its own power. They emerge from the mushroom, left behind by the city, stranded in the rain. And then Arvis appears to them. By now our heroes were growing quite wary of Arvis. He'd given them the identity of an important assassin and warned of a catastrophe rumbling from the peaks of Suravane. Who was he? Certainly not some former butler, as he intoned. Now, as Valerith visited the imperial capital of Orlath, he offered to get them back onto the city in exchange for Faris's influence over Alika on a pivotal matter. You see, the Empire needed Valerith to stop Suravane's catastrophe. The Knights of Sur intended to sunder necromancy from the world, an act that would kill any who'd ever been healed by dark magics. And only with the Soaring City could the Empire assault the impregnable mountaintop fortress of Suravane. Under duress, the party agrees to Arvis's terms to avoid getting stranded. However, they rapidly renege once home upon learning Arvis's plan for Valerith involved imperial occupation.
In the Season 1 finale, Arvis uses the Iron Eye the party delivered to him in Episode 1 to slam Valerith to the ground as Imperial forces advance, intending to take the city. Meanwhile, Lena and Zayke fight Nare head-to-head and lose before striking an uneasy truce. In the midst of the fight, Alika appoints Faris a vanguard of Valerith, and Darnell sacrifices himself to defend his city. Zayke admits his love for Lena, and they kiss, and desperate, our heroes throw a gambit, striking out at the Imperial Warwalker, and stealing the Iron Eye right from under Arvis's nose with the help of Rose obscuring fog. They fly the city up and away, wounded, but victorious. However, something dark got into Zayke on his last trip to the Shadow Realm. Who did Lena kiss? Him, or something more sinister? That, my friends, is revealed in Season 2. Heya, I'm Nat, back to recap Season 2 of Quest the Soaring City with alacrity. We return a week after the Empire's attempt to seize Valerith. The city is hiding low in a fog-choked canyon deep within Imperial territory, and Ro hath decreed it to be their birthday. They receive charming gifts from each hero, as well as Alika, the badass revolutionary that Faris pines after. One touching birthday later, and our heroes resume their search for the second Iron Eye. Eyes do come in pairs, after all. They delve deep beneath the Soaring City's Julep Cemetery and encounter a cabal of skin-stealing devotees bent on the Baron's return. In a heated battle against wrathful undead, Zayke employs the Wand of Lorelei to banish one skin thief, Fenestra, all the way to the realm of Shattered Light. Oh, but Zayke was actually being controlled by an entity trapped in that realm known as the Fear of Taken, so his actions may have had untoward intents behind them. When they do find the Iron Eye, it's guarded by a scythe-wielding, skull-masked knight who, spoiler alert, is Ro's father. His name is Rolst, and he clearly doesn't want to fight the party, but is magically compelled to attack Ro. By the end of her disastrous battle, only Lena remains standing between Ro and this terrifying enemy. Desperate, she grabs the wand from Zayke and just manages to banish Rolst, allowing an escape. But they'd learned one chilling detail: that Ro's death could return the Baron to life. Our heroes surfaced from the catacombs to find Valerith under siege by a mercenary company known as the Golden Gear, led by someone familiar to Faris. She ventures out alone to meet the Golden Gear leader, surprised and delighted to find it to be her old Solari mentor, Janan, who's actually there to help Valerith escape Imperial pursuit, and advises Faris to seek the aid of the Dawn, the first Solari ever. As that's happening, Shadow Zayke gets up to no good and shadows the head journalist of the Valerith paper, a diplomat from Sewervane, an order of knights that want to sunder necromancy from the world, and their downstairs bakery owner, Mr. Batinga, bending them to the Fear's dark will. Then, Faris gets served for negligent homicide by Dee's Pizzeria. Yeah. Valerith takes off, headed for the Knights of Sewer. Ro and Evrit, a fellow troublemaking kid, want to help Faris, so they break into the pizza place for dirt. Instead, they find a closet full of stolen skin suits. They run, horrified, and are attacked on their way back by Rolst, who gives Ro donuts before fighting the kids. They make it away safe, but not before seeing Ro's mom, Liddell, at a distance. She's a terrifying undead warrior woman who needs to slay Ro to earn her eternal rest. Faris reveals to Alika that she was originally sent to Valerith to kill her. She rebelled against orders, but still feels immensely guilty about it. Then, they both share that they've fallen for each other, but neither can set aside the guilt at putting themselves ahead of the city they both serve. Speaking of lovers' trouble, Lena meets the Historian, a wizened but jaded observer of the world, and learns that Zayke has been taken over by this Fear of Taken, and that trying to get him back is almost certainly futile. She also receives a mutagen that will allow her to talk to the real Zayke just one last time. She slips it into his drink. Real Zayke breaks through, reveals the people he shadowed, and asks Lena to take his life. She knocks him out instead, takes the wand, and runs to Arvis for help. Arvis offers an answer that requires killing Zayke and putting his soul into a new body. Lena agrees, but seems hesitant. So Arvis contacts an assassin, against her wishes, to do the killing part. The assassin, Roderick, easily gets to Zayke, but reveals he's Zayke's brother and refuses to kill him. As Roderick flees, he's identified by Evrit as his father? So Zayke and Evrit are related? Wild. With Roderick gone, Faris shares about the Dawn, and the party all venture out to meet her, bringing unconscious Zayke and Batinga in hopes she can help. The Dawn is a kindly and exceptionally old Solari, who teaches Faris the powerful spell Last Light, and with its fearsome power, Faris banishes the fear from Batinga and Zayke, the latter of who Lena promptly gives a long overdue smooch. A lot happens as the city approaches Soaring. Lena and Ro infiltrate the castle to dispose of poisoned scones that evil Batinga had sent. Faris and Falwyn save the shadowed Surian diplomat with the power of sapphic love and light magic. Ro puts on a necklace sent in a letter from Rolst, and it bores into their heart, giving the kid control over Valerith's flight. It also calls Ro's mother, Liddell, to Crown Tower to fight our heroes, which nearly kills Ro twice before Liddell escapes. Faris and Alika finally put themselves first and kiss. Finally. Before we know it, the Knights of Sur are putting the finishing touches on their magical spell to sunder necromancy from the world. Our heroes split into two groups. Lena, Zayke, and Ro delve beneath Soaring to disrupt the ritual, while Falwyn and Faris descend onto a platform wrought of sunlight to fight the Father of the Dawn, the spiritual and martial leader of the Knights. The battle above is pitched as the Father releases devastating strike after strike, but all they need is to buy time for Below Team to steal their way into Soaring. Zayke leads the way into a grand cathedral chamber full of 100 scribes invoking their grand ritual. Strapped for time, Zayke relies on a lethal technique, Slayer. In an instant, he kills 50 of the scribes invoking the ritual, stopping it in its tracks. Above, the Father of the Dawn feels the ritual end, and in an act of utter spite, he calls a meteor down from the heavens to strike Valerith true. Our heroes have stopped the ritual, but the cost has been immense. However, even in darkest times can hope flourish. While soaring back to Valerith on Bird Row's back, Zayke proposes to Lena. She agrees, and they bind their stories together, from this step till their last.
We're back. Oh god, the fucking dabbers.
Ooh! Abracadabra, bitch.
Megan!
Bye, Robert.
That seems fair.
I really enjoy
honestly.
that all our openings just involve like breaking various members of No Initiative.
Can I join No Apologies?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Are we the baddies?
Are we the Yes.
Yes.
I believe so.
Hello, friends. Hope you had a good break.
Welcome
Thank you for
back.
bearing
All right.
with us.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
I had
Just
cat
cabbing
sad.
in my uwu.
Let's go.
It is a
Let's go.
early dawn morning. The rain has lightened to just a to a downpour. It's no longer a deluge; it's a downpour.
Mm.
The sky is full of clouds.
Clouch?
Sky is full
Okay.
of grayed clouds shooting grayed light across the city, which has not moved from its spot over the lake. At least the wind's low as the rain comes down straight upon Valerith. Kind of a rare occurrence, honestly. It's usually coming in some direction. Commotion has already begun in the early morning. It's time to get a move on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a knock
What do
at
we
the door.
do? Oh.
It's how I only got like 4 moves. One of them is someone comes knocks on the door.
There, knock on the door.
Yeah.
I'll answer
Jake?
the door because Lena's usually up early because she doesn't sleep a lot.
Okay.
So
You
I will
open the
answer
door, and standing in full evening regalia, still from yesterday, is Garrus. And he goes, "Just the person I wanted to talk to. Could we talk in the hallway for a moment?"
Sure.
Who is
It's
it,
like,
Lena?
No one.
What?
Don't worry about it. I'll be right back.
It's me, it's Garrus. Just need a moment of her time with the liaison.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
like
Doctor
Lena's
sits up from the couch
definitely
like,
like in her pajamas.
What's going on?
Too.
Oh,
It's like,
okay.
yeah. Lena's just like in her pajamas, like, sure, this is a great time for work.
Looking absolutely fabulous this morning. Love the put togetherness.
Thank you. If I had known that the dress code for this meeting was formal, I would have planned accordingly.
Honestly, I haven't slept yet, so I'm a little...
Yeah, I understand the feeling. But you said you needed to talk to me.
Yes, just a very quick conversation. I'm investigating some rumors I heard of involvement last night. Did anybody in the Heroes happen to spy this man? And he pulls open a scroll with a artist rendition of Zayke's half-brother.
Jake.
It's pretty good. There is a bounty posted for him. It is a large sum of money. And also his name is listed quite right there. It's Roderick.
That's Jake.
It's Jake.
It's a weird way to spell Jake.
It is a weird way to spell Jake.
He's only half brother. So, can I want to like take it from look. No, were they at the? I didn't see them at the party.
Did
supposed to be at the
anybody in
party?
your group hear anything about them? I'm following up on a rumor that he caused some trouble. And frankly, I would like to deal with that trash.
Yes, if you want to come in, I can go see who's awake and ask if anybody saw him. I didn't, and I was kind of all over the place during the party, and I didn't see them at all, or hear about a disturbance.
I have like 6 other appointments this morning, trying to fix a political divide here. So if you could just talk to them and drop by when convenient.
Sure. Yes, of course. I will come by this afternoon. Do you think you'll be back in your office?
Probably. Or my new assistant can take it down.
Yes, of course. I will ask and get news to you regardless.
Appreciate it. Connection between our empire and your city is important to us, and I'm really tired and can't give the full spiel. So, until next time. And he just out.
Okay, I'm gonna go back inside. Is anybody in the downstairs?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
I mean,
the
I
doctor's
can't
coming
imagine
in.
Faris slept in.
yeah, so I'll just like walk over to wherever Zayke is and just like plop the picture down next to him and be like, so there's this.
Oh, good. What do you want me to say?
I don't know. I told him that I didn't see him.
Well,
So
you didn't.
I mean, that's true, but I don't know. Do you want to? I don't know why you feel the need to protect him, but if you want me to tell him that nobody saw him, we can tell him nobody saw him. If we want to tell him that he stabbed Faris, we can tell him that he stabbed Faris.
Well, first of all, no need to protect him at all. Second of all, I don't think anyone will catch him even if they try. So
That's also true.
Maybe you can just ask Faris if she wants to be cautious because of her sister. If not, I don't
Right.
really give a damn.
Fair. Bounty could help a lot of people, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Faris?
Faris?
Faris!
She's vaguely up and putting on her, her armor for the day kind of thing, because there's a lot to get done today, and now she's feeling vaguely threatened and like she should be wearing her armor. So she kind of descends the stairs, fully armored. Yeah. Hey.
The Empire liaison fellow, wants to know if we've seen, and we hold up the picture.
What did you tell him?
I told him that I didn't see him. And then he was very emphatic that I ask all of you and report back, and I figured didn't know what we wanted to do.
That's fair. I mean, I wish I knew who he was involved with, like who he was working for.
Wait,
or with.
didn't you? I thought you said that he was working with Arvis before? Did I?
Yeah, but
It doesn't mean that he's working with Arvis now.
Yeah,
but there's a
doesn't mean he's
probability that that's still happening. Although, why would the Empire be looking after someone working at Arvis? That doesn't really connect.
I mean, I feel like this is more of I don't know if it's Empire specific or just a cleaning up messes
Gotcha.
type deal.
That would make sense.
But I don't understand politics.
I mean, from what I've gathered of him, his line of work is something that was going to land him in trouble eventually. It's possible he works for multiple people.
You'd be surprised, but sure.
That's fair.
Look, if this is just a cleanup, then I think you just need to decide, do you want on public speaker that this person is looking for you and your sister, or would you like to keep it like as down low as possible and we'll just deal with it?
Well, to be honest, my priority today is finding Naima, so going to speak to Garrus isn't even really anywhere near the top of my list.
Well, I could.
Lena,
I would.
Yeah.
Lucky me would speak to him. I just didn't know if you wanted me to tell him that we saw him or not.
I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't fully trust him, but obviously I don't trust Roderick either. So, but you know what? He did stab me, so
fuck him.
So fuck him. Sorry, Zayke.
Why?
Zayke only half cares.
Even that, I find it hard to care.
Doctor, you're sitting up on the couch listening in. Spy Everett poking a head in from the other room as they shit talk his dad.
Oh no! If he comes in here, I'll shit talk his dad to his face.
Yeah,
I have a feeling. I mean,
Adults are
doesn't exactly have good feelings about it either.
Yeah.
Just bird
they're
mask
not going to...
tilts, looking at him, just kind of like you know it's true.
They're not going to catch him regardless, so it's kind of a moot point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can tell him if you go see Garrus that I caught him casting the spell that most likely caused the storm, tried to apprehend him. He managed to poison me and escape.
Well, he did.
Doesn't make me look great, but you know. You can tell him that I tackled him into a wall before that. That would make me look very good, actually. And
that probably looked very cool.
Managed to stop him from casting any other spells, so.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe the newspapers will even spare a few good words for you this time, Faris.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Anyway, how did the wolf pack go, Doctor?
Oh yeah.
It went fine. It appears that they just had some information to row. Also we met a pair, a bear person.
Oh.
Like half bear, half person or like a
or like
bear
a
who
person
acts
who was
like a
raised by
person?
bears. Like
No,
Ro was
wait,
raised
which
by
half?
wolves.
No,
Like which
so-
half is the bear?
Yeah,
and which half
which
is the
half?
person?
Okay, so it was all bear, but on hind legs could speak our language and wielded an axe.
Oh, that's
Well, it
cool.
sounds like a bear.
It's a bear then.
Bear.
I've literally never seen bears who could do that, so I'm kind of giving them person. Person does not mean human. Just to know.
But when you say a bear person, I'm assuming that it's like a mermaid deal.
Doctor, you probably would have at least passing familiarity with the legendary doctor ability, the Bitter Gift, which gives a non-sentient creature full sentience.
Yes, that. I assume that there's an ability. I personally have not learnt it, but it gives sentience to creatures. And so I'm assuming that is what happened to Bearson.
When you say it like that, it sounds like that's like their name. Like Mr. Bearson.
No, well, first off, Mrs. Bearson, or Miss.
Oh, Mrs. Bearson.
I believe their name was Lash. They were very nice. Told us to make sure to take care of Ro, protect them.
Well, we've done a great job of that thus far.
That's going great.
I did make sure.
You didn't
to
tell them.
No, I did.
You didn't tell.
I told them
Oh.
everything.
Why?
Doctor.
Because.
Now do we have a
That's
bear
their
disappointed in
family.
us now?
Well, yes,
Is
but
now
that
there's a
is-
bear disappointed.
that is Ro's original pack. Their family. They deserve to know.
I've disappointed a lot of people in my life, but never a bear.
Well, they
Ever.
don't know that you were part of it. They only saw me and Everett, but they, of course, weren't going to blame Everett.
Well,
so
it's
if
not
they
Everett's
knew more
fault.
about him. I agree. This specific thing that happened is not Everett's fault.
Okay, well,
Okay.
what's done is done, so it is what it is.
Cool.
But
This is
Okay.
totally
they
fine.
told Ro to look for something, though. I guess it is Ro's place to tell you about it, so wanted to ask that.
Sure.
Where is
Are
Ro,
they,
actually?
are they still asleep?
Please.
Sam, where is Ro?
Ro is still in their room. They're awake because they're actually quite an early riser. But they've stayed there, sort of actually just staring at Poppy, but not speaking to Poppy at all yet, because as they had kind of mentioned to Lash, they're a little scared about finding out like details and answers about anything right now. So they're just sort of all bundled up in their blankets, still in bed, and just staring across the room, hearing muffled
Easy.
conversation.
That's right. Yeah. Poppy doesn't react.
Nice.
Tiny, though, can tell that Ro is in a bad mood and is being almost annoyingly snuggly.
Aw. Rose just kind of whispering to Tiny, I think, about all of the other wolves in their pack that they just saw. Because they would have just seen all of Tiny's, like, litter mates and stuff, and they'd be like, oh, and Rolly grew up, like, really, really big, and Lucky's getting kind of chunky around the middle. They must have just had a really good hunt. And they're just sort of going on about how all of the rest of the pack is doing.
Big still around?
Yeah, Big is still there. He's doing really good. He's getting kind of gray around the muzzle now, though. But Lash was there too, helping everybody stay nice and safe. I don't know if they're gonna go back to Grimrock, though.
All right. So, the crew is assembled. It's a dreary morning. You have work to do. What's first?
Faris is
First
just
is
like,
definitely-
find Naima, or this letter, wherever the hell that is. So I'm assuming she went to Crown Tower, there was no letter. She came back here, there was no letter, basically.
True facts.
We have a list of inns already.
Yeah, that got delivered early in the morning.
Maybe this letter is with Naima.
Which makes me deeply uncomfortable that they found her and gave it to her, but
Yeah, I just have hope that delivering a letter really means delivering a letter. So I don't think you should be too worried. I think you should definitely find your sister as soon as possible. But I mean, don't stress too much about it. I think it might have been literally just a letter.
Probably a lot of damage they can do with just a letter as well, to be honest.
Yeah, but there's also, I mean, more easily dangerous damage that we will avoid. I think it's probably fine. Why don't you take half of this list, Faris, and Lena and I will quickly chat to Ro about what happened, and then we'll set on and check the other half. How does that sound?
Just pick a side that's close to where Garrus's office is, so I can let him know what's going on with all this
Roderick.
as well on the way. Right.
Sure, sounds good. Yeah, sorry, Ro, I can't stick around. But I'll talk to you about your pack later, okay?
That's okay. You need to help find your first pack.
Yeah. If the letter is if the list is I don't know, how long is it? How many inns are on there?
Like 60.
God. So I'm assuming it's more than one piece of paper, basically. So Faris will take half the pieces of paper, whichever ones seem like they were approximately closest to where the party was, relative.
Yeah, it's like an ordered list.
Mm. Yeah, so she'll take those
by
ones.
radius.
By radius, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's also this whole the hangs underneath the city, which just has lots of places you can sleep for real cheap if you're willing to be sketchy. And she kind of expressed she was.
I gave her good money. She better have stayed in a good place.
Seriously, that.
So let me ask you a question, Megan. Did Naima seem the kind of person who might pocket that money and still stay at the cheap place? Because to me, she seemed like she might be.
I don't know her. But yes. All these siblings causing trouble. I'm glad I'm an only child.
So far.
Oh no.
Wait until your surprise sibling turns up.
Wait, Doctor, do you have any siblings?
Yes, I do actually.
Yeah, we have enough
Really?
siblings.
Murder one?
No, that wasn't one of the doctor's siblings.
No, Lena, token only child, token familyless person.
One of you knocked out my sibling's wife.
Right.
Uh-oh.
That was a sister-in-law deal.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't count.
And also not killed, just knocked unconscious.
All right.
The person I turned to Ash wasn't related to the doctor in any way, right?
No, well...
No, Rob would have to answer that question. He's more familiar with the...
There's this technicality of
trees.
how many people are related in Soaring, but
Okay, so
Deep
but
down,
not immediate
we're all
family.
related.
Oh, no.
We're all related, Faris.
Anyway, I appreciate you guys helping. Thank you.
Of course.
I guess if I don't find anything, I'll come back here. So
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want someone to go with you?
I mean, I don't mind either way, honestly. I just want to find her as quickly as I can. I guess it couldn't hurt. But if you guys need to help with Rose thing, that's totally fine.
It's okay. I don't think we can really do anything right now for what the pack told me.
Yeah. Just a quick conversation.
Yeah, it's at least 14 or so days. I think Ro comes back up.
That's very specific.
Something about a new moon last night was a full moon.
Oh. Okay. Well, whatever any of you want to do, I'm not going to impose this on you.
I'll come with you. But if at any point you like for me to leave, just let me.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Might stop by Batinga's and see if I might get her something from there. Anyway, shall we go?
Yes. Let's go find her.
Faris, Doctor, Lena, Zayke are breaking off in 2 groups and leaving our star child here.
Well, obviously, we leave Ro and Evrit together because they only do good stuff when they're alone.
Or Ro can stick with Lena and Zayke.
Yeah, so
no.
Lena probably would have
That's
asked,
what it was.
would have been like, Ro, do you want to come with us?
You can tell us about what happened with your pack on the way if you want.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good.
All right.
Ro, as you're leaving, you feel like you almost catch Poppy waving goodbye in the background.
Give Poppy like a sort of really quick wave and then scamper off, not looking back because Ro feels uncomfortable. It's like when you're avoiding a friend, but that friend lives in a pot in your bedroom.
That very relatable situation.
Yeah, very relatable experience.
Who can't
Everyone's
relate to
been
that?
through.
Yeah.
Right?
We've all been there.
Man, friends that live in pots in our rooms, am I right?
Man,
I found my
if I had
friends.
if
I
had a
mean-
nickel-
Let
I
me
didn't
tell
know.
you about...
Sounds like every dorm room I've ever heard of.
Rose Type 5 for open mic night in Valorith is,
Yep.
it's real good.
Honestly, I guess it depends on the pot we're talking about, but sure.
I would pay to see Ro do stand up.
Ro, like, have you ever noticed how I brush my teeth like this, and Zayke brushes their teeth like this?
They do!
I'm sorry, I have a community quote for every occasion. You can't stop me.
It's a good one, though.
Okay.
We shan't.
Okay.
I like to imagine the doctors made a hand-cranked electric toothbrush.
All right, so we're going to get some lovely shots of Faris and the Doctor exploring around. But before that happens, after a little bit of exploring in a different round, you go to this nice little place, which, let's see, called the Board Laid Bear. It's a fine place, simple. And having breakfast in there is still in the blue motif armor is Nephany, who does a little bit of a double take when you all walk in.
Which you all?
That is the Lena, Zayke, row.
Right, okay.
Trifecta.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I just wanted to be sure.
Double checking.
Camera.
Oh, look who it is.
My camera will not focus.
Takes a drink of coffee. Finishes it.
Zayke will just side glance at Lena. Doing this now?
Is it light treason time?
He's at me like we're here. Yeah, like glances at Ro. It's like, this is fine. They've heard worse.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. Just like do like an awkward wave, like a
Yeah.
this isn't why we came here, but you're here, so
Better just deal
She
with
reaches
it.
into her pocket, puts a stack of coins on the table, and gets up, walks over, and says, "So, should we take a walk?"
sure. Good morning.
This is
so
Ro, by the way.
Yeah.
Morning.
Just
I'm Nephany.
quick question, just so we can say that we checked off the list. There wasn't a very small, dark-haired, angry-looking girl in there, right? I'm asking Nephany, who was sitting there eating breakfast.
She does like a scan of the room. I don't think so. Although, admittedly, I don't remember coming in too well.
That's fine. Oh yeah, okay. Let's go for a walk.
Quick question for Sam. Would Ro have told Lena and Zayke about the Moon Sage situation that they need to
Yeah,
find?
Ro would have filled them in on that.
On the way.
Yeah,
Cool.
like everything that Lash told them. So including the bits about the pack knowing to come and find Ro originally.
So as Zayke introduces Ro to Nephany, Lena, you probably notice, you're the only one that notices, like his eyes kind of open up slightly more for a second and kind of just darts between Nephany and Ro and like back to you, Lena, like silently hinting at, could it be?
And Lena's just looking at you like, what are you doing? Like,
Zayke just like opens their eyes even longer, like, Lena, and
Yes.
gives up.
Yeah, Nephany starts to lead the way outside. You have a moment where you're alone inside.
I don't speak eye contact.
Lena, you are a disgrace to nonverbal communication. I don't understand this. Remember yesterday when
Mm-hmm.
he was completely drunk and
Mm-hmm.
just weird things started happening with the
Mhm.
moon and the water?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe she knows something about this moon sage. Just saying. We can ask.
I mean, yeah, it's a
Get it?
thought.
Looking at her, then looking at Ro, then looking at you. That was the thing I was... Anyway, doesn't matter.
Whatever you say.
Exasperated.
doing-
Throws his arms up in the air. Why?
It's like, just gonna like take his hand and just like pat, be like, and they're there. It'll be okay. Let's go.
Yeah.
Walk on out.
Right.
This is very important for
Jeez.
science. How tall is Nephany?
Um,
Sorry, woman, I have to wait. How tall is she?
Nephany is 6'1".
Oh, you don't say.
She tall.
Moonlight.
I mean,
Somebody's got a type.
An
Alika.
engaged woman, but anyway. So
Oh yeah,
nearly
she's
a foot
she
on
has this,
Lena.
she has this very long, like bright teal blue hair, and she's like putting it up in like this kind of fancy loopy option that she then puts her helmet on.
Go on. Go
Yeah.
on.
And she just kind of casually leads you like to the edge of the city on the rim.
I guess we'll find some sort of like viewpoint that we know of and that can like be separate but still interacting. Like you see classic spy shenanigans.
Ro would probably
Different
know
benches.
a lot of good places to go, actually.
Yeah. As we reach the predetermined spots that Ro pulls us towards, Zayke will just look around, make sure no one's like eavesdropping or near enough to interact, and just go, well, care to explain a bit in more detail what you were telling us yesterday?
So, I come here as a representative of a group called the Alder Guard. We brought together to defend Niergath against the Ravagings. And now that that's not happening anymore, we're kind of taking a moment, pivoting into new pursuits. We don't really like the way our little slice of the world is being organized. And you all have a unique position where you can probably get all the people that we are looking to persuade all in the same room at the same time. She's like, did I explain it well enough?
I don't necessarily like the way you put the persuade in there. I don't exactly plan for evil actions, just saying. If they happen, they do, but I don't plan for them. What's your plan?
Look, there's some disagreement within our within the Elder Guard about what exactly that looks like, but some people want them dead. Some people want heads on pikes. Some people just want a reordering of things.
Well, I'd say that's quite important to make sure we're on the same page on.
Yes, you said light treason. Heads on pikes seems an awful lot like
Hardcore treason?
full-fledged treason.
Okay, it is full-fledged treason, but I'm hoping it doesn't lead to heads on pikes.
You see, hoping doesn't quite cut it for me, at least. And kind of look at Lena. What about you?
We're not... I don't know what you have heard about us. We are not mercenaries or assassins or anything like that. We reclaim things and take things from people who do not need them and give them to people who do. But we're not murderers.
I'm not asking you to be.
I'm not a murderer.
Look, God, James or Ifdran could explain this so much better than me, but unfortunately, I'm the one who had the ties to get the fucking guard gig. These are. Let me put it this way: you said you are people who reclaim things, take things from people who don't deserve it.
Yep.
That's what I'm looking for. That's what we're looking for here. These people don't deserve it. They are only in their standing palaces because they make deals with the Baron as he ravaged through time after time at the expense of the people who actually suffered.
Right. See, that's very...
And we're going to do this with or without you, but trust me, I think it can happen a lot more cleanly if we get you involved.
Like, that's very... When we say we, like, reclaim things, it's like, oh, look, a necklace, a bag of money, something physical you can hold in your hands. You cannot hold the idea of power in your hands and redistribute it.
You can hold the means of production or redistribute that. I mean, maybe not hold, but you can seize it.
Zayke kind of looks at Lena and is like, I mean, we did do it in Valarith. Not us, but the entire movement. That's what we did. I just don't like your uncertainty, Nephany.
Oh.
We can help you. We can definitely help you, but we need certainty that things are going to be done according to a certain standard. And if we have that certainty, then we can definitely help.
How about this? Because I'm just the messenger here. I give you a place to go, and then you can go and you can meet Ifdran and James and Celia, and you can discuss with them. And if you walk at that point, I've done my job, but I don't think you will.
That sounds like something we can do, I think.
Yeah.
Lena?
Yeah. It's worth a shot.
Definitely.
If we can make a difference.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't do it for money. We don't do it for the highest bidder.
Yeah, no.
So as long as you can convince us that it's a just cause, then we'll probably be into it.
Hope so. Pat's arms up and pulls out a letter and just hands it to Zayke. This will tell you where to go. It is the meeting place is beneath a ballroom called Minnie's Place.
Oh, lovely.
Some more dancing. All right.
Look, you gotta celebrate the highs before you go try to take a big risk. You can tell she like walked back that statement a little bit based on the conversation.
Oh, don't make it seem like we're not willing to take big risks. Did you know that I swung from the bottom of this city onto a giant mushroom once?
It was so cool. I saw it.
Was there a need to?
Absolutely not.
We had to
Yes,
get
it looked
in the
very
mushroom.
cool. We needed to get to the mushroom, and it was much cooler than taking the gondola.
She puts a hand on Lena's shoulder and then kind of withdraws and goes, "You sound like my kind of person."
Well, hopefully we can help.
Also, you just noticed that, like, since you've been on this bench, the rain hasn't been falling on you. As you look up, you just see, like, there's just this nice little column of open air above her.
Fucking magic.
Look, that's all I got.
All right. Well,
We'll
be in touch.
see you there, I guess.
Now I gotta go back and play nice with this fucking...
Have fun.
You get used to it eventually.
Yeah.
She gets up.
It's really more of like a numbing sensation. The playing nice. You just gotta let it happen.
All right, Magpie. She says, half joking, as she walks away.
I love
Stephanie?
those comics.
Before you go, just one thing.
Oh. And she's like walked like 2 meters away, and the rain started falling on you again.
I've kind of gestures around rain, not rain. I've noticed certain things, including last night. If I tell you the words moon sage, does that mean anything to you?
Oh, was I doing moon magic while I was drunk?
Yeah.
If that's what that was, then yes. All magic looks the same to me. But you were looking at the moon.
Moon Sage gave me all this, like, great power comes great responsibility crap, and it was just like...
The Moon Sage is Uncle Ben.
Wait, but you know the Moon Sage? Because I need to find them.
she like looks at Ro in like a serious way for the first time in the conversation. It's like she walks.
Yeah. Bro's
She
just
walks
been trying
back.
to figure out what treason means this whole time.
It's a baby tree.
Ah!
Stephanie walks back over to her and says, "And why are you looking for the Moon Sage?"
Because a bear told me.
Because my friend Lash said that they know about lots of things that I need to know about, like where I came from and stuff.
Why not? Why not? So the Moon Sage, they're a watcher. So if you're looking for them, they probably know.
I don't know what a watcher means.
That's not like some special title or something. I literally mean there's someone who watches a lot. They observe.
Rose just looking around.
So, and they can only appear with the new moon. So between now and then, try to convince them that you're worth meeting, I guess.
How do I do that?
I mean, I could tell you how I did it, but I don't think it's appropriate for your age.
How did you do it?
Oh, wait.
She looks at Zayke and Lena.
Maybe find different words, Stephanie, if that helps.
Tread lightly.
Rose just got
She's
big
like-
green eyes. Like,
She like, well, tries again. Sometimes, I really can't do this.
Okay, then it's better if you don't. I think I'm getting that vibe.
But now how am I gonna know what I should do?
You should
You just
think very hard
Just
about
look
wanting to meet the
inside
music.
yourself, and the answer will make itself known to you.
Look beyond what you see.
Or that.
Well, I mean, I can do that all the time. I can, like, see things that are warm, or I can see things that have magic on them, or and Ro just starts launching off about all of the magic stuff they can do and see.
Perfect.
Yeah, just
Don't
try and
think-
direct that towards meeting the Moon Sage. Maybe that'll help.
I'm not sure I've been helpful.
I don't think you've been helpful at all.
It doesn't really matter, honestly. You've done what you could. I'll believe.
So will stand up and kind of just pull Neffany slightly aside and... No, seriously, what the fuck?
Well. Well. And she gets like a little red in the face and goes, You know, I think everyone needs to find their own path.
Gotcha. I see it in your face that... Yeah. Huh. Good. Just walk back to Lena. Goodbye, Neffany.
And she just walks away. The rain continues to fall.
Well, Ro, that was something. At least you know the Moon Sage is out there. I'm paying attention.
Yeah, I guess that's good at least. Still don't know how to really find them, but I guess they'll know.
Did your pack tell you needed to find them, or you needed to meet them? Because that's different. Maybe if you just need to meet them, then they'll come to you.
Oh, I guess Slash just said to meet them. I don't really remember the exact words she said now. But
Well,
I guess I can ask Poppy about it.
Poppy?
Oh yeah, Lash said that Poppy was the one who told her and the pack where to come and find me.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, he told them like through the roots and stuff.
Well, I think with all of my no knowledge of magic, if they said that they come out when the moon is a certain way, just go out when the moon is that way and think really hard about it.
Yeah.
That's how magic works, right?
Just gonna have to wait then.
Actually, it's not too far off. Really. Just go out during the new moon and just pretend like the Moon Sage is there. Just will it really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Just be sure in your heart that they're there. And I think they'll be there. That's what I do, at least.
You talk to the Moon Sage?
No. I just mean how I do magic in general.
Oh. Yeah, maybe I can try that. That is kind of how I do most things anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone is going to be able to will something into being, it's going to be you.
I will
No doubt.
try.
You will succeed.
I don't know what they're gonna need to tell me, though.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
What if
So.
it's bad?
Well, then we'll deal with it together. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
There's nothing that we can't do together as a pack. So don't forget that.
Yeah. Yes, we are a strong pack all together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
Let's
And now,
keep walking in the rain.
let's make the other portion of the pack, not together, hurt.
Oh no! Let's get sad.
Faris, you
Hey.
come upon a
Oh wait, first, sorry. As they were leaving, Faris would have checked to see if Mr. Batinga had opened up the bakery and if she could buy a box of donuts.
He has. He looks like he has very dark circles under his eyes, but the bakery is stocked and open as normal.
But does he look happy?
Is he still
Yeah.
Is he
dressed up from
glowing?
last night?
No, I can't have a third person who's still in their outfit from the night before.
I would like to diagnose Batinga to see if he's glowing.
I will fight you.
I just wanted donuts.
You could talk to Batinga if you really wanted to.
Just be like, as we would leave, the doctor would just be like, "Hope you had fun last night."
Yeah. He seems like half there. Like he's tired. Mine's elsewhere. Doesn't even ask you to pay for the donuts.
Oh. Faris just leaves some money on the counter because, you know.
Sure.
The Lena method of paying.
Yeah, and then it has them wrapped up in a bag so they don't get rained on.
Yep.
The doctor...
He will take this money.
Doctor orders a coffee with 2 espresso shots in it and then leaves it there for Batinga.
Be like, no, I didn't. You forgot your coffee. No, I didn't order that.
Here are the 2 coins for your own coffee. I'm going to give it to you. It doesn't take that long, actually, to come across a little roadhouse, which is kind of a weird name for them, here on Valerith, called Castletown. And it has a visage of, like, the rim has those tower crenellations. And you can tell you're in the right place as you walk up because you can see the flash of red off of the blade in the dim light on the top where they have of the roadhouse, where they have a little training space, which no one else is using right now because it's raining.
I'm fairly certain that's her up there.
The head of a training dummy plants onto the ground in front of you two.
Yep. Nope, that's her.
Well, like to go?
Yeah, sorry to drag you around like this. I would invite you up, but she seemed tetchy about Lena, so...
Worry about it. Just happy to be here. If you need me. Down here. Just yell if something happened.
Sure. Thank you, Falwyn. Appreciate it. She gives him a clap on the shoulder, kind of friendly clap on the shoulder, and then steels herself, like visibly steels herself before walking upstairs.
You're new.
So you, yeah, I was singing along to the song I'm listening to. If you actually want to hear me badly sing along to Hosier, like that's fine. But I feel like our stream probably has better entertainment than that.
Why does Sam get to hear it and we don't?
Oh, I can't wait. If it was out loud on the recording.
Oh shit. And now I'm worried that Izza's gonna drop because normally these don't take this long.
Oh no, I didn't see that happen.
It might be the snow striking.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
The snow! Damn snow!
Naima's drama was too intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Give her a minute.
And
no.
there she
Oh,
drops.
there we go!
No, Izza, no.
No, Izza.
Is
A bolt
everyone
of lightning peels out of the dimmed sky and strikes Faris dead.
Oh
Let's will Izza into existence again, everyone, please. I don't think it works.
I do not have rose powers confirmed.
If only.
Alas.
Of course, the snow comes and attacks today.
Right?
Attacks.
What was the best timing? Okay, so they're back online on Discord.
Probably.
Okay.
Data.
Do we have any good jokes to fill the time in the meantime?
Yeah, well, let's hear you
So-
take 5.
Yeah. Just stand up. Let's go.
What's
So a
up with
vanguard-
hibernation?
Oh.
What is up with hibernation?
I don't know.
Who's Hyber and why does it need a nation?
So a vanguard and a
That is
doctor
kinda
walk
funny.
into a bar, and then the vanguard disappears.
And the Vanguard just is removed from this plane of existence.
Shit. Actually, one of my favorite jokes, nerdy jokes, is like 2 actors and a techie walk into a bar. No, it's 2 actors walk into a bar. The techie ducked. That's the joke. Dumb Nat.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's silly.
It is silly.
I like it.
Well,
I am so sorry for my internet.
It's fine. We heard
God.
Rose stand up, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It
we're-
was super good.
yeah, it was the
I'm
best.
glad.
Why is it called stand up if you were sitting down while you told your jokes?
Actually,
I
it's
am-
very short.
I'm currently on a hotspot with my phone's 4G because
Oh.
the internet
Oh.
has just tanked in the local area again.
Oh
which is
no.
fantastic.
That is just excellent timing.
Yeah, perfect
Yeah.
timing.
All right.
Sorry.
Let's get this Naima drama going before the
Let's
internet
do this.
has other
All right.
ideas.
You head in and up the stairs out in the center of this wide, low building, breaching up into onto the roof where it is raining quite thoroughly, and you see Naima just going to town on these training dummies that you're absolutely not supposed to just hack into pieces, but she doesn't care. As the thing is just a signpost by the time you get eyes on it.
Yeah. Faris just kind of stands and watches for a bit. And then as Naima like lops the head off another one, just kind of like well, I'd hate to be on the other end of that.
She wheels around and points the sword at you, still like, meters apart. Oh, it's you.
I said I'd come find you.
Oh, for once you can fulfill on your promises.
Naima.
Look, I'm upset. I get to be upset.
I know. I'm not saying that you don't. But there's a lot you don't know, and there's a lot that I don't know. So, can we just talk to each other, please? I brought you, these donuts. They're a thing here. I thought you might like them. They're kind of like baklavas, a little bit. Ro likes them, so I thought you might like them as well.
She takes the sword and embeds it in the dummy and walks over and gets a little bit softer as she starts the smell of the donut start to hit her nose, and she rolls the bag.
The guy who makes them lives right under where we do, so he's very good.
Unless you haven't had breakfast yet. She takes one out and munches, and just like the first one's just gone by the time.
Mhm.
It was like
Faris
just one
smiles at
motion,
her.
and she
They're all for
pulls
you,
out
so
another
have
one.
as many as you want.
All right. Well, I guess this starts making up for. And she breathes and goes, I shouldn't assume, I guess. Why'd you leave? Why'd you abandon us? What did you do to Janan?
What did I do to Janan? I didn't leave you voluntarily. Do you really think after everything we went through together that I would have just up and left you both behind?
Look, they told us lots of things, and some of them seemed believable.
Okay, well, first things first, I didn't leave. I was arrested and beaten and dragged away from the city and thrown in prison here for months.
Really?
Yes.
Look, it's not your fault at all.
Do you want me to tell you what happened, or are you just... Look, why don't you tell me things from your perspective first? You clearly have a lot to get off your chest, and that's fair. And I want to know what happened to you and Camille. And I didn't do anything to Janan, by the way. They wouldn't let me see her either.
No one's seen her.
Well, I have since being here. She left Shamsara after what they did to me. She left the Solari.
After you disappeared, got taken in as gracious wards of the Radiant. That was a pile of trash. Told us all these things, and like I said, some of them sounded true enough.
Did he
But
hurt
it was
you?
a whole rack of... No. It was a whole pile of shit, though. So I hoofed it out of there as soon as I could, reasonably.
What about Camille?
Still there as far as I know.
Alone.
She's a ward of the state. It's like, what, 9? What are they gonna do to him?
Well, no. Never mind. So what did they say to you?
You rebelled on your post, killed some people, went off to quell a revolution by joining a tyrant.
No.
I'm just giving you the worst.
He really has it out for me. What else?
Well, no one ever saw Janan after you left, so I don't know the true story behind that. If you're saying you've seen her since, but the official story was that you killed her, and she tried to stop you from leaving.
Cool. Great. Anything else I should know?
Why don't you tell me?
Okay, well, looks around, makes sure there's definitely no one else on this roof terrace with them.
No one else on the roof terrace. You can see the doctor's bird mask from like down an angle.
So, what really happened from my perspective was that the Radiant finally offered me that promotion I'd been vying for. The job would have been to come here and work for his ally, Baron Kolvrax, the said tyrant, to quell the revolution and eliminate certain important figures in the revolution, and I refused to do that. And may have leaked the fact that the Radiant was planning to do that to someone in the press in Shamsara, and he found out that it was me who'd done it before I could get to you or Camille. And then a violent arrest and interrogation. She kind of gestures to her lip where Naima would see like a very faint scar that Faris wouldn't have had before. And then I was loaded onto I don't even know, some kind of transport. I was barely conscious. And brought here, thrown in a prison cell where I lay on the floor for a few months. Until I was freed by one of the revolutionary leaders when they finally overthrew the Baron. And I did, as, you know, half dead and out of it as I was after the Radiant was done with me, I begged to be allowed to at least talk to you first. They wouldn't let me see anyone, not you or Janan or Camille. They just took me away.
She gets antsy as you're going through this. Pulls the sword out of the dummy and embeds it again, and then pulls it out and again goes,
I'm sorry. But I didn't leave you. I didn't knowingly abandon you. You know I would never do that.
She just is breathing very heavily and actually loses grip on the sword. Her hand shaking. It clatters to the ground. Goes, I just can't believe I trusted him with Camille.
You can't be blamed for the position you were left in. But he is there alone now, so we need to get him back.
And she just sinks onto the ground on this roof. And for probably the first time since you've seen her back, you see that 13-year-old who's scared come out.
Faris kneels down next to her and cautiously tries to wrap her arms around her.
As she just like slams herself against the armor in a hug back.
Faris just grips her so tight. One arm around her back, one like running through her hair.
This adorable, heartwarming reverie is interrupted by the hoot of an owl. Ooh.
Looks up and around, still holding Naima.
Yeah. Naima doesn't seem to have noticed, but as you look around, you see perched on like an archery target, just on the other end of this rooftop training area, is that night owl, with the blue accents that Janan had.
Still, like, not letting go of Naima, Faris will just look directly up at it. She's kind of got tears in her eyes again.
Yeah. It's okay, it's raining a lot, no one can tell.
Yeah, she tilts her head and looks at it.
The owl is clutching a bound letter in one talon.
Looking at the owl still. Don't suppose I could ask you to bring that to me? Kind of in the middle of something.
Leans forward and dives and does that silent owl glide and just drops it. Actually kind of bonks onto Naima's head, which is the first time she notices.
Faris takes the letter. Looks at the owl again.
As it's happening...
Roderick!
As this is happening, Valerith somewhat jarringly starts to move.
Okay.
Just Valerith things. Sometimes the city moves.
Just little Valerith things.
So you have a letter. It is wrapped and waxed, so it is at least a little waterproof.
Yeah. Faris just she keeps one arm around Naima. She's got big arms, it's okay. She's got one arm around Naima and just kind of moves to the side. So, a lot of things happened after you left last night. I think this might be for us.
Collects herself a little bit and leans back. And then it's almost a moment where she remembers herself and stands up and picks up her sword and gets a little bit of distance. And she puts the sword in the scabbard.
It's okay. You don't have to keep that front up around me.
What's the fucking letter?
Yeah. Just opens it.
It begins, sisters.
First, both of us.
You can share it with her along the way. First, know that I am safe, but may not be for long. I believe the Radiant intends to take me hostage soon after this reaches you. More important than my safety, a conjunction of the stars approaches. 5 days from whence Janan delivers this letter, Aaron shall harness the star's power unto a chromatic gem. The Radiant wields that kind of power I fear for its enemies, the three of us included. The Radiant knows your arrival hastens, though I know not how. I suggest you take care and shadow be in your approach. Your acquaintance who basks in these shadows can help. He has aided me in sending this letter, and the light shows me he may do so again. On incursion, prioritize the gem before my safety. Though I hope you may remove me from this place, not every path therein succeeds. If we do reunite, I would like to try donuts. They look delicious. May you walk in the light, Camille. It's a bit to unpack there.
Yeah. Yeah, Faris is reading this out loud to Naima, and yeah, world's most eloquent 9-year-old.
That is intentional. That is intentional.
Hey, some 9-year-olds.
Is this what he's written here in this style? Is this in conjunction with how Faris knows Camille usually talks and writes? Or is this very different?
He's always been a bit of an old soul, but this is something else.
Yeah. Okay, now I feel a bit bad about shoving Roderick into a wall.
Do you?
Faris mutters that out loud.
His name is
By the way, I've put the text of that in the campaign planning chat in our Discord.
Thank you. Okay, well, it seems we have a lot to do.
What?
Yeah, I'm still unpacking that. My head's still a little fuzzy from last night as well. Not from drinking or anything. I was poisoned. That was fun.
Emma looks at you.
Oh, it's not the first time.
Also, who's Roderick?
Zayke's half-brother. Oh, wait, you don't know Zayke. He's kind of a nuisance. But I guess now he's working with Janan, which is at least better than who he was working with before. So the owl belongs to Janan. That's how I found her last time.
Naima waves at the owl. The owl hoots once and glides off the roof.
Oh, okay. Bye.
It lands on the doctor's nose. Mask
It's
nose.
a spotted horn owl. Oh my god! Oh! Hello, friend.
I have
Turns
a friend
its head
waiting
all the way around to look at the roof, turns back, and then launches off of the doctor's mask again.
Look, I have a friend waiting downstairs. One of the Heroes of Starfall Spire.
Do they actually call you that? Like, really?
I know, it's ridiculous. Also, the
I had to
fact
assume
that
that was sarcasm.
the title of our group has our fucking address in it, which is just great for safety, you know, and hasn't caused any problems so far at all.
Is what you're saying? It should cause problems?
Would you like to meet him?
Well, if we're gonna save Camille, we're gonna need some help.
He's a good man. He's helped me a lot of times. And he's a
Right.
doctor, so if you have any injuries or anything...
She sighs, and she starts walking down. Let's go to the rain for a minute.
Sure. Faris will go outside and kind of beckon for the doctor to come in, and then I imagine there's like a sort of bar, restaurant-y type thing in the inn. So sit down and buy Naima whatever she wants.
As you go to get the doctor, the first thing you notice is the doctor's writing in the book, and it's like, saw a great spotted horned owl today, but it was very oddly colored, and I was confused. Oh, Faris. Oh,
she's reacted okay to everything. So I figured, why don't we all sit down together and talk some things through? We just got a letter from an owl, so.
And at that point, we're going to cut over to our other crew. This is where Nat asks, what are you doing next, the three of you?
I gotta go to Garrus's office to...
I mean, you don't have to.
It's like kind of my job, though.
It's not a paid position.
I was about to ask.
No, I'm like a fucking intern.
And
I'm
not paying interns is
doing...
illegal.
Yeah, like, it's an unpaid job that I don't want to do. What? But, yeah. Gotta do that, I guess.
Right.
Where is his office in Crown Tower?
No, it's nearby it.
Ro,
so that's...
do you want to accompany Lena and just wait for her, or should we just go home?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to be in the way for anything if you have important Legion business to do.
That sounds so much cooler than what it actually is. But
I'm sure you wouldn't be in the way. I mean,
no.
But it's a matter of preference. We're just gonna literally wait for Lena, I guess, since she's so important now.
I'll come then. I'll be quiet. I won't say anything.
You can say whatever you want. That's the benefit of me having to work with this person whose opinion doesn't matter to me.
Oh, is he a butt?
There are worse people. I just don't have much time for people that are... He just cares a lot about what people think. So, just seems like a waste of energy. But, gotta do what you gotta do. So we will make our way to Garrus's office.
All right. You swing on in. Assistant waves you through. It's super quick. He is in his office writing something, reading reports. His hair is normally immaculate, it's kind of disheveled. He's in the middle of his own crisis. And literally as you walk in, he goes, "What?" And then like remembers himself, and you feel a pang of irritation run through you.
Like, yeah, relatable. Just wanted to let you know that this person, and I'm gonna like put the picture, like bounty post or whatever the fuck it was, like on his desk, attacked one of my housemates yesterday.
Which one?
Faris.
So I figured. And you're confirming that he was there? Are you willing to would I be willing to confirm that in a legal scenario?
Yep.
Excellent.
I don't see why she'd lie to me about something like that.
Right.
So. Okay. Do you need anything else from me? You good?
And he spends a moment thinking. In that moment of thinking, he starts to say something, but you don't hear what he says because you're focused on something else. You feel a pain. It's from Zayke.
Excuse?
Something's happening. It honestly feels almost like a heart attack, and it's kind of that movie effect where like people are talking, but everything goes all fuzzy and hazy. It's can't focus on what's happening, and it feels cold.
Meanwhile, I guess Zig's just outside the door, just asking Ro, like, so the doctor told me that your friend is a bear, but that can...
What's the matter?
Yeah, basically. It passes after about 15 seconds, and by the end of it, Garrett's just staring at you like, you get all that?
Sorry. I'm sorry, what?
It really wasn't that important.
All right, if you're sure. Sorry, just this.
Oh, one other thing. Because of he kind of grunts himself. So because of like political positioning, the Empire and Niergath have a certain relationship, and I am standing here asking that you confirm to me that you and the Heroes of Starfall Spire have no intention of associating with an entity known as the Alder Guard, and have no intention to help them in any pursuit at all.
The what?
Just on an official capacity. I just like make sure that you don't want to help them out, it's like on an official level, we can't have any connection therein.
Right. Should I know who this guard is?
Well, on a confidential level, we've identified at least one member of the guard that accompanied the emissaries on Nephrine. You definitely shouldn't talk to her or listen to anything she has to say.
Okay.
And absolutely shouldn't try to leverage that to help them in their situation on an official political level.
Right, of course not.
Am I being clear here?
You are being quite clear. Let me be equally clear that dabbling in politics is the last thing that I want to be doing.
I'll take that as the exact answer I was hoping for.
So, will that be all?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he runs his hands through his hair and fixes it for like a quarter second before it falls back into dishevelment.
If you need me, you clearly know where to find me.
Yep.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
And I'm going to like calmly leave the office and then like rush outside to where Zayke and Roar and be like, what's wrong?
Zayke is probably just leaning against the wall, just better now, but still like using the wall as hamper and just chatting to Ro casually, like going back to the bear situation, whatnot, trying to make sure Ro doesn't feel like anything's wrong. Just everything's just nothing. It's fine.
Here comes Lena crashing out. Like, what's wrong?
And nothing. What do you mean? What's wrong?
It's like now it's like, just gonna look at you like, what's wrong?
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Lena. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Must be my mistake then. I just felt like something was wrong.
Yeah, sometimes I get those feelings as well. But
the assistant across from him goes, "Do you need any help with anything?"
who are
no,
you?
thank you.
I'm Garrus's assistant. I started like a couple days ago.
No, thank you. You're doing a great job, though. Much better than the last one.
Best of lucks, I guess. We'll be leaving.
Yes. Sorry, excuse us.
They go like costly push off the wall and start walking away. So next step, home.
Are you sure you're okay?
No.
Okay, in that case, I think there's someone that we should talk to.
Yeah, if you have ideas.
Yeah, I do. Well, maybe if he's free or amenable to talking. Yeah, there's somebody we should talk to. Ro, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Are you two okay though? It feels like something weird is going on.
It's like, it'll be all right. We just need to go talk to someone. You can come if you want, or we'll be home soon. It shouldn't take long.
If it's okay, I'll stay with you. I don't want to go home alone.
Okay.
Of course.
You don't need to go home.
I'll be good.
All right. Honestly, you could be as good as gold and better, and this particular person probably still will be very unhappy for the company. But that's not anything to say about you. But it's fine.
It's not inspiring confidence in this visit, Lena. Who is this person?
Well, he likes me just fine.
Well, it's definitely something wrong with him then.
I mean, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, he likes me, people who other people normally like. He probably won't be super amenable to, but we could at least... I mean, I don't even know if he's willing to talk to us.
Sounds like a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
But...
lead the way.
All right.
All right. So, we have like 10 minutes left. So we can't fit that in today. So I think the really easy answer, because I'm gonna move some mountains to tie some things up for the moment. You head on. Oh, so the normal operation for seeing the historian is to go see Hawkfrost and ask for some help.
Yep.
So
some liquid help.
Fast forward to Hawkfrost's office, and this is another human who just seems to be having a really crisis of a time. You're able to walk into his office, but he is like jacket on the back of the chair, tie loosened, hair even grayer than normal.
God, bad time.
What do you need?
Was hoping to see the historian.
You and everybody.
Huh.
Well, kind of. It's complicated.
Sure, it always is.
Look, it's not urgent. We could just come back later, Lena. It's not a big deal. Don't know what's happening. It's fine.
Like daggers, just like, you don't get to say what's urgent.
So I've actually had to visit him quite a bit recently, so I'm not sure he's gonna
I'm sure he loves that.
great mood. So I can give you the usual offering, but I think he's got a stockpile right now.
Right,
So good luck.
Great. Well,
Zayke, right?
worth a shot.
Yeah.
With a
Met.
wand.
Yeah.
Glad to see you're not evil anymore.
Well, trust me, I'm gladder that I'm not evil.
Oh,
Here, and he gives you a couple vials of mutagen. Look,
Thank you.
Anything you need, anytime.
thank you. Truly. It's much appreciated.
What do you do?
Go.
Lena, we can just come back later. It's fine. If you don't think this is going to work, I don't know who this person is, but it sounds like they're extremely busy. It's not a big deal, really. We need to find Faris. Faris probably found her sister already. It's okay.
You're right. You're right. We can. This is really what's important, holding up the mutagen. This is our ticket in. We can try again later, I guess.
Okay. Well, I promise you, if things get worse, then we'll come straight here. Okay.
Yes, that was always how it was going to be, because you can't hide that from me. Remember?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, let's just go
Let's go home.
home for now.
All right. We're going to zoom forward a minute here. Get the whole party plus Naima back home.
Oh, hey, I don't have to go through the process of convincing her.
No,
Faris
she's
was very
she's
convincing.
It's where the donuts come from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are none of those left, by the way. She just.
Oh, yeah. I figured. Faris would also have bought her, like, an entire meal in the inn as well if she wanted. Like, Naima's getting whatever she wants.
I mean, she already ate donuts for breakfast. She's full.
Naima gets whatever she wants.
Worst.
I think that for easy's sake, the two groups converge outside the tower at the same time, still in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Faris has an arm around Naima, if Naima will let her be doing that.
No, she's got to be prickly now. She's with other people.
All right. They are...
Oh,
Mom
you
can't
found
be
her.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone who doesn't know, this is Naima. She's my sister. Naima, this is Lena and Ro, who you already met, and Zayke.
Nice to meet you, Naima.
She nods at Lena and Zayke, and then it's like a little bit of a spark at Ro.
Zayke just does a casual vibe check and sees like the out toughness and just goes like to match the vibe.
Yeah. Let's go to the fucking rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have something we need to show you all.
Oh.
Curious you'd say that because we have something we have to tell you as well.
Yeah.
Great, so I think it's been a busy day for all of us.
Yeah.
What day
Yeah.
isn't there?
So, as you brush through the bakery, Naima swipes a bag of donuts. Just
You don't have to...
I put money on the counter.
figured that would happen.
As they're walking up the stairs, Faris just whispers, "You don't need to do that. I'll buy it for you. We don't have to do that anymore.
They're just sitting out.
And it's just like,
for
I
anyone
took
to
care
take
of
it.
it.
It's his shop. It's his
What if
living."
that was for someone?
No. Lena will put money on the counter and take a scone for the road.
Sure.
And for the road, I mean for the upstairs.
Stop stealing from the thing,
We just see
I'm
Lena
giving
hop
you
over
money.
the counter, grab a scone from behind, hop back over the
No.
counter.
If Mr. Pating is there, I will put the money on the counter and ask for a scone. As well as
No,
paying.
Batinga's not
Batinga.
there, but I am certain by now Batinga and Lena have an arrangement.
Yeah.
When Batinga counts his register at the end of the day and there's more money in it than there should be, he's like, oh, Lena's been here.
Checks to see how many other baked goods are missing.
Look, Batinga's our friend, okay?
Yeah.
She says to Naima.
As you get back to the house, Tiny greets you, but it is otherwise quiet.
Oh, and this is Tiny. He's very cute.
Wait. Excuse me.
She.
Excuse me. Did you say it's otherwise quiet?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that smile, Nat.
Where's Evrit?
Like, Everett, are you here?
You don't hear anything from Everett.
Oh, he's probably out causing trouble somewhere.
Can I hear?
Could be, but
I
we
have
have also been
my
attacked
very
many
good-
times here.
My very good
That's true.
spy awareness. Also, I have my spy glasses. Can I just like do just a quick predator style infrared scan? Because
Yeah, you do a quick predator style infrared.
Like spy recognize spy.
The broken robot. Yeah, you spy the broken robot in the vent because I'm pretty sure that got left there. I think.
the Doomba.
And besides
Yeah.
that, there's nothing weird. The Doomba, that was the name.
Just
Yeah.
rattles when the central air kicks on.
Yeah.
Like, we should really take care of that at some point. Faris is just gonna take her spear out and unfurl it and just see if it's glowing any more than usual.
Like,
you know?
There's no glowing spear in
It's
it.
like Everett must be out, I guess.
I just hope Roderick's not involved in this.
Oh god.
I mean, to be honest, Everett's out a lot.
Yeah.
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 But knowing Roderick is in
But
town
now
is
Roderick's
also
But
yeah,
like
a bit worrying.
the guy doesn't
Roderick
usually
never
smile
left town.
evilly when Everett is just out, is all I'm saying.
The guide smiles evilly when you give me good ideas.
master of nonverbal communication.
Well, I'm sure Everett's fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Who do you want to start? You want to start, Faris? Should we start? What's...
Sure. Faris just reads the letter out loud to everyone.
Mhm.
So we have Arvis, obviously connected to this, as well as Janan and Roderick, which is... I don't know how I feel about Arvis trying to help my brother.
How old is your brother?
9.
Is he like extremely well educated? Not to
He-
say that your brother isn't smart enough to have written this letter, but I'd say that I've never met a 9-year-old smart enough to have written a letter like this.
I mean, it is a little more flowery than he usually writes, but he honestly does talk like this sometimes.
Out of
He reads a
the
lot.
May You Walk in the Light of the Sun sign off is something. Oh no.
Oh no, it's bad
oh
internet
no,
day.
Oh no!
Yeah. In particular, the May You Walk in the Light of the Sun sign off is something done, but as like it's indicative of like the sun, religious structure.
Yeah. And I also imagine that given that he's been living as a ward of the Radiant and the Solari, that he might be using their phrasing.
All right. If
But-
you think so, otherwise it seems kind of like a here you write I will write this and you will sign it.
I mean,
Obvious
I'm not
trap.
gonna lie, that has crossed my mind as well, but this isn't completely out of character for him, and I've also been gone for a few months, so
That's fair.
I don't know. She looks very guilty when she says that.
It's not your fault.
Anyway, I knew the Radiant was a piece of shit, but this is way worse than anything I expected from him. I thought he was just corrupt and, allying himself with the Barons so that they wouldn't attack Shamsara, or because he genuinely believed that, the Baron should rule over Valerith with an iron fist, but this is bad, to put it mildly.
Well, I mean, even if this is like 80% lies, Camille's still there. What else are we gonna do?
Yeah, and regardless of anything, we're going to get Camille. But there's a very short time limit on this. 5 days is... I don't even know if we're close enough to get there in 5 days. Would Faris know that from Vanguard?
So you arrive in Niergath tomorrow. 5 days, like if Valerith just dead heated across the desert, it could make it. But like, it's moving literally the entire city.
Yeah.
And also, fun fact, flying Valerith to a place is not very subtle.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
But he says that our friend who walks in the shadows, is that how he phrases it?
Your acquaintance who
not
basks
remembering.
in these shadows.
Yeah. Our
Right.
acquaintance who basks in these shadows can help. He's aided him in sending this letter. So...
Well, he seems to not be found. He just shows up.
Yeah. For all we know, he's watching us right now. So...
I'm gonna go tap on my chess board that I was last contacted by Arvis with. Just to see.
Nope.
Okay.
And they're back.
Hey.
Hey.
Yay, I'm alive.
What about you two? What's your news?
Well, how shall I put this?
Light
this-
treason?
Yeah. So this
Sounds
nation,
fun.
right?
Moderate treason?
We organized the
The whole deal.
party for.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're just governed by absolute pricks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, Niergath is...
So we have been
contacted.
requested, based on, well, Zayke and I's previous history in this type of work, to help a group of people take power from people who don't deserve it and give it to the people who do.
Oh.
And we were thinking, and that's what we do. That's like our
That's
whole deal.
Kind of the thing. At
And
least,
we were
well, before we came here and when we came here, it's kind
Yeah.
of what we did. And we have a letter of introduction, I guess, kind of to the leaders of this group to meet when we land in Niergath, to talk to them and see what it is they want to do. But obviously, Faris, your family is more important than whatever this is. We just thought that we could help these people if we could.
I mean, this is obviously important too. There's... Who told you this?
Alika's ex-girlfriend.
Nephany? Oh, also, by the way, and I'm like looking at Zayke, because when I went to meet with Garrus, he made me assure him that we were not planning on working with this particular group to usurp the power in Niergath.
Oh, good.
Which I did, obviously, because we are not planning on working with this group to usurp the power in Niergath. That would be ridiculous.
Did you
yes,
tell
there's
him
also
about
that.
Roderick, by the way? Because turns out Roderick was helping Janan, but, you know, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah, kind of did.
I did tell you to, so it's fine.
But, so...
He also did still stab me, so...
No, he did still stab you. He also, yeah. But, so, the representative of the Empire seems to have had some reason to believe that we would have something to do with this
Well,
group.
maybe he saw you speaking to Nephany at the party.
I don't think he... If he did, he didn't let on that he did.
So,
But I don't know.
Alika's ex-girlfriend has asked us to help her overthrow the tyrants who are running her city.
Yeah,
And she
when you
doesn't
put it
want
that
to.
way, it sounds.
I mean, that
weird.
sounds pretty... I feel like it sounds pretty exciting. But then again, that's me.
I mean,
Honestly.
obviously, if there's injustice being done, then we can help, then we should help.
We need to help
I've-
your brother.
But look, we have to stop in Niergath no matter what. We need to drop off the party attendants.
Mm-hmm. So we'll
can
be there
just scope it.
tomorrow.
Niergath's also
Yeah,
as close as you'd get to Shamsara in civilization. After that, you're just sailing across the desert.
So we can stop in Niergath and take this meeting and see where it goes from there. If we try to figure out how to get to Shamsara from there, we can loop back around to Faris, your family is more important.
She looks at Naima.
This shadow friend. How good is he?
Good in what sense?
How
He's not
quickly
the
do you
best.
think he could get us there?
I mean,
Oh.
probably. He can probably
Probably
do that.
quick enough.
Yeah.
I just don't know if we can trust him.
We're already in a
We
situation
definitely
don't
can't.
know
We
what
definitely
can
can't trust him. But
He tried to invade the fucking city and take it over. And tried to manipulate me into helping him do it. He's not a good person.
Also,
But
believe
he's
he
also
wanted to
very
kill
powerful.
Zayke.
Yeah, he also tried to have us kill Zayke, but that
Wait, what did the letter say? Something about harnessing
the
stars'
stars.
power?
Yeah,
That's.
could that be anything?
I mean, yes.
I mean, it's certainly something.
We know that those are connections to the realm of
realm of
shattered
shattered
light.
Oh,
Out of
Naima
interest-
just like her eyes glaze over as if you're talking about like chemistry or something shit.
Out of interest, would Faris have ever heard the Radiant or any other Solari talking about anything like that in any other context before?
I mean, yeah. So like, it's a sun-oriented power. The sun's a star, so like sometimes the concept of other stars, but the sun is so present and the other stars are so distant. You need something special to make use of it, and those don't happen very often.
Has she ever heard of a chromatic gem before? Or is that a new thing to her?
Chromatic gem. Maybe. I mean, it's a reservoir to be filled.
So it's sort of like a what are they in Skyrim? Soul stones or whatever they're called.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Soul gems.
The thing to
Soul
put
gems.
something in. They're rare and they're powerful in that sense, but that doesn't. But like the power does not come from itself.
Okay. So maybe he wants to trap some power from the realm of shattered light to manipulate for himself?
That is the worst fucking idea.
Speak from personal experience, I would not like to see that happen for obvious reasons.
Oh yeah, and definitely in his hands, absolutely not.
Okay. So I think
Well, shit.
we have to
Alright.
deal with all of this. So I vote we take the path the city's taking, go to Niergath, explore this option, learn what's happening, convince them to postpone it at least.
I wouldn't be surprised if Arvis is there waiting for us.
That would be
That-
be better, because then we can deal with everything in one place.
That. Oh my god.
And
At least
then
the
we deal with
simulacrum
I-
of
Let
it.
me go to
and move to
I
Shamsara.
really-
Shamsara is where our time constraint lies, but
Yes.
the city is bringing us to Niergath, so we're at least going to be there.
You're really all willing to go to Shamsara with me if that's what it comes down to? Because it's not
course.
going to be pretty.
Well,
All you have
we've
to
done
say-
things that are
Like,
pretty.
it's fine.
All you have to say
Why
is
not?
that you need our help.
Do you have sunscreen?
What?
There is a
I'd probably just need a
climbing
lot
ruckus.
of sunscreen.
There's a climbing ruckus rattling up the stairs up to your little flat. And then the
Hi,
door
Everett.
bursts open and Everett comes, tumbles in. He has
Hi,
a
Everett.
snorkel around his neck. You have no idea why.
There's
He
a
tumbles and
what?
goes, a snorkel.
What? What?
He goes like, new friend. And he points at Naima, and that's where we're going to cut.
Does he also have a gun?
Not
Is
on
it a
him
snorkel gun?
right now.
No, the gun. He likes to make Lena pretend that the gun is still safely locked in her room.
He's actually made 3 more guns since then, so he can just leave the one in the room.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So many things.
That's a
Things
lot.
happened.
Things happened. That's true.
They did, in fact,
So exciting.
happen.
I'm so excited for all these things that are happening.
know. Oh, it's gonna
Oh
be
my
good.
God.
Next
What
week
does it
should be a
mean?
doozy.
Oh yeah.
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 They're always a
Yeah.
Next
doozy.
week will be amazing.
Speaking of next week, we are going to be having a fun little guest next week. You might be familiar with one Draconics or Drac. He is an excellent player, and we're gonna be so hyped to have him on next
Hell
week.
yeah, I
Yes.
can't wait to play with Drac
Get
again.
excited!
Never
Hey.
Can't wait to do some treason with him, presumably.
Yeah, some
Some
light,
light
a light to
treason.
moderate
Light
treason. It's
Treason.
just light.
I will-
Treason.
I will say this: you heard his character's name this session.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's one of
So
those.
James. It's James.
It's James. There was a fancy
James?
name, and then there was James.
Yes, it's James,
So
obviously.
It's definitely
James.
James.
That seems right.
It feels
All right.
feels right.
Besides that, let's do our sign-offs nice and quick. Hi, I'm Nat. I've been your guide. You can find more of me at CrimeNet. You can find me every week here at Soaring City, Wednesdays at, what time do we start on Wednesdays?
6:30 Eastern. Wait, no, never mind. That's Wednesdays.
Different thing.
I know, my brain just skipped to here.
I play Pokemon with Izza and Finn over on twitch.tv/FinnTheBin. And is that at 10 GMT?
That's at 8 GMT.
8 GMT, 3 EST. And then also, Valentine's Day over on twitch.tv/Colonomicon, I'm going to be playing a Pokemon one-shot. I got a pet Duskull of my
hell yeah,
friend.
you got
It's
your
really
fave.
derpy.
Ah,
Yeah.
Sounds made
I'm hype.
I
I'm
love it.
hype.
Fantastic.
But that, and that's at 7 EST on Valentine's Day.
Aw.
Nice.
That's me.
Who's next?
I'll take it over. Hi, I'm Robert. I have not been your guide this episode. You can find me on the internets at Voices of Robert, and that is all. You know what? I'm gonna give this one to Sam now. Sam, you go.
Wait, now
Now
things
I'm
are really
confused.
getting weird here. Hey everyone, I am Sam. You can find me on Twitter at TheSamWisest. I am the Samwise Game G here on Twitch. I'm the accessibility director here. I'm going to be right back here on Wednesday for Madame Curio's Bizarre Bazaar, our 13th age game. Next Wednesday is the series finale of Agora's Bells, our fantasy age game, so come and check that out. Otherwise, tomorrow there's gonna be a podcast I was on dropping, so just follow me on Twitter and I'll be retweeting it in the morning when it's live, because I forgot if I could ask about it before now. That's all I've got going for me now, so I'm just gonna drop it down to Birthday Boy Nuno and we can resume some semblance of sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's try and do that.
Robert.
Hey,
Routine is important.
we haven't done sense in 3 weeks. We've done random
That's a
choices
lie.
for 3 weeks.
That's a lie. It was just last week.
And no, the week before. This is the third.
Anyway.
Anywho,
No longer birthday boy here, so I will discard that title.
No.
But
you still got
I'm
2
Nuno.
hours here.
Yeah, you still got time.
But I am Nuno. You can find me online at jnunotex. And yeah, I'm here on Mondays. And if I do other shit, I'll just post it on Twitter. So follow me there and you'll find me there. That's it. Izza, go.
Hey, what up? I'm Izza. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube under the name Evil Clever Dog. I do cosplay and crafting videos. I have a new one coming out on Saturday about making foam look like leather. It's gonna be real cool, so go check it out. Like Nat said, you can also find me on Wednesdays playing Pokemon with them and our friend Finn. And the next episode of Critical Read Al Qadim will be on the Asians Represent Twitch channel on February 20th, which is a Saturday. So yeah, and I'm also gonna be doing some other cool stuff soon. Like I'm gonna be on Unprepared with Megan, and we're doing an Aegon podcast and stuff. So like keep an eye out for information on all those things. So yeah, Megan, you go.
Hi, I'm Megan. You can find me most places you can find a person on the internet at MeganLynn FTW. You can find me here, obviously, with these wonderful people on Mondays. You can also find me the last Tuesday of the month, so it's the 23rd, on my show Unprepared, where I play GMless and Prepless games with my friends. This month we are playing Anyone Can Wear the Mask by Jeff Stormer, and Iz is going to be there, and it's going to be great. I'm very excited. You can also find me a week from Friday, so the 19th, on twitch.tv/Colonomicon on their show GM Postmortem, where I'm going to be talking about character creation and bond building between PCs, which is my most favorite thing to talk about.
And on that show, it's a good show.
I'm very excited. And I am also an indie game designer, and you can find any of my games on meganlynnftw.itch.io. Or follow my game design Twitter at Siren Songs Games. And that's me. Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
Next week.
Yes,
Draconics!
Next week.
Hell
Very
yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. You are all amazing. And we will see you next week.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Ooh, woo.
Whoa.